Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, here on Dork Tales. I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly. Are you seeing him? And tonight, I am probably more excited than I've been in a while, because we're going into one of my favorite parts of the module. And I hope that you enjoy it as much as I'm going to enjoy doing horrible things to my cast. But before we do that, let's meet them. Starting with Christine.
Hello, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I'm playing Kelara Vingard, our human cleric of Michigal.
Nice. Over to Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. I use he, him, or they pronouns, and I'm going to be playing Godfrey Highvalor, the wannabe Knight of Solamnia, Battlemaster Fighter. Let's do this.
Let's do this. All right, down to Rizira. Or pardon me, down to Robin. I was like, I'm not gonna mess this up tonight. And then I did.
Hi, I am Rizira, and I'm played by Robin. But yes, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Rizira, our swashbuckling kinder rogue persuasion, who has the right. I keep forgetting. I need to open up my feats for my kinder bag, which sounds kind of dirty, but you know we roll with it. But yeah, super excited for tonight. Looking forward to this. And stab. I love it.
Stab. All right. Speaking of excited, let's go to Cal. Hey, Cal.
Hello. How's everyone?
We're pretty good. How are you?
Doing groovy.
Groovy.
Yeah, my name's Cal. Yeah, groovy's a good word. I'm bringing it back.
You're bringing it back. It didn't went anywhere. I think you're fine.
Yeah? All right.
So.
It's already back.
All right. So who are you? And why are you in my house?
My name is Cal. I use he, him pronouns. I'm here because I'm playing Aurontiros, the elven bard from the College of Lore. And he's ready to sing some skeletons to sleep.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. You should...
Oh...
I think it's a good try. I think definitely read the spell's description before you try that, so I don't have to disappoint you. And finally, someone who knows their spell descriptions. Hey, Jen.
Most of the time. There's a lot of them, so you know. Hey, I'm Jen. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing, for tonight at least, we'll see what happens next week, Hazeal Nightgranite, our lunar sorcerer, dwarf who likes to light things on fire occasionally, and would like to light some stuff on fire tonight.
All right. Folks, this is going to be a fantastic episode. We're going to be getting into this. But before we do, I just have to say a quick word of thank you to Bookwyrm Games, our sponsor for the month of March. Bookwyrm Games is a Vancouver area dice proprietor and gaming supply store that has everything you need to make your games awesome. From everything from liquid core dice to metal dice to wood dice to just basic old acrylics and resin dice. They've got everything you're looking for. They even have edible dice. Go to their site right now, bookwyrmgames.com, and use code DorkTales2023 to save 10%. And if your order's $100 or more, and that's Canadian, shipping's free, which is a pretty great deal. They're actually a really good company, and as always, we wouldn't ask you to support anybody, and we wouldn't be supported by anybody that we didn't think was actually a good company. I've heard a lot of reviews from people on the channel already saying how much they really enjoyed purchasing these dice, how much they love their dice, and how good the customer service and turnaround time was. So, give them a try today. You won't regret it, and if you do, please let me know, but you won't, because they're great. Also, be sure to check out their quest chest. I almost did it. Their quest chest, which is a system agnostic gaming box in a game in a box, basically, that allows you to enjoy, depending on the speed of your party, 1 to 4, 8 sessions worth of material with handouts and sometimes edible things like coffees or teas, curated music, and tons of fun inside of that box. You can get a lot out of them for a great night of tabletop fun with your friends. Go to questchest.info to learn more, and the Kickstarter is coming very soon. If enough people buy it and mention us, there's a chance that we might do a collaboration for our own quest chest. which I will refer to as the chest quest when we do it. But yeah, so go check out questchest.info. And also go to Bookwyrm and buy some dice and eat them, but the edible ones. Please don't eat unedible dice and then come after us.
Yeah, the chat.
Oh, well,
some of the people in the chat are telling
any
me
of
to just
them.
eat my dice, but
Just eat your dice, all dice. Just That's what you do.
This bad boy.
See if you
When
can
your
fit a
character
whole set
dies,
in
the
your mouth
DM
at
eats
once.
your dice.
That is
hazard.
what happens with D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah. And last announcements before we begin. So thank you again to Bookwyrm Games. This week we have 3 special events. 4 actually. The special events that we have coming is tomorrow. We're actually going to be on GaryCon Live, where myself, Chris, Cal, Amy, and Bunny Hearted, as well as special guest Monica Valatinelli of Hunter the Vigil 2nd Edition, are going to be playing a game of Dungeons & Dragons 5e for GaryCon Live. Come join us at 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific, as we do a romp in a game that is inspired by Futurama and then took a real goth turn. And if you enjoy that, come back to Dork Tales on Friday night, where Jen is going to be running a 5e summer holiday special. Even though it's not summer, even though it's not a holiday, although the game is definitely going to be special, as we seek to raise money for Streaming for Survivors, a charity that benefits WAVA, a Vancouver sexualized violence support center. All of the money that gets raised during that goes directly to this charity that helps crucial services at a crucial time in people's lives. We're also going to be doing another charity fundraiser on Tuesday night, a Powered by the Apocalypse game called PBTV, ran by Krista, and I'll be playing in that one, so you can come and ruin my night with all of your delicious donations. And the last special event that I have to share with you is, Spelljammer's ending on Sunday, but Saturday, we are doing the end of Call of the Netherdeep. It's back. Chris has a babysitter, and so does Caitlin, I guess, by that proxy. And the game is going to be running at noon. So we're starting at 12 noon Pacific on Saturday, March 25th. And we're going to be going until it's done. It could be 4 hours, could be 6 hours, it could be 24. It's not going to be 24 hours. Babysitters don't stick around that long. But we're going to be able to finish the game, and it's going to be a fantastic time. I would love to see you there, even though it's an irregular time. So hopefully we'll be seeing you. And if you're watching this later on YouTube or listening to it on podcast, go listen to the podcast, because it's going to be a great episode. And it's going to be long enough. We'll probably have to divide it in like 2 or 3 episodes. So it'll be good. Besides that, anything else?
Super dramatic moment to cut at between cliffhanger.
And then Keiko goes, Dorlin, I was always in love with you.
What?
Dorlin, it's your
Kelly?
baby.
Kelly, we have a question in the chat about donating if they can't make the game.
Yes. If you can't make those games, you will be able to go to the Tiltify link that will be attached to the game. The way that it works is you can always, as far as I know, donate to anything we do. For example, we already have our Extra Life page set up for the Children's Miracle Network this year. So if you go to extralife.org/team/dorktales, you can already donate to us, to a bunch of us at least. So, hey. That's a great way to help kids, but the Tiltify link for WAVA will be available. I'll put it in the Discord, and I will also put it in the YouTube description as well when it goes up on YouTube 48 hours later. So yeah, definitely come and donate to that. But thank you so much for asking. I really appreciate it. Asking. I'm suddenly Ispan. All right. Any last questions, comments, concerns before we hop back into game?
Suddenly,
So many concerns.
So many concerns? What are you concerned about?
Standing beside me.
Okay.
Concern.
Yeah,
concern.
fam.
Yeah, getting a recap of exactly where we stand right now would be great.
It'd be great if the module gave me a map for that.
Yeah, I forget if Riz is near the front or the back, because there was a little confusion about where Riz is.
Tell you what, roll me a d20. That's how close you are. High being closer.
High being closer.
Yeah, but 20 is like you're on the same saddle as the skeleton.
I rolled a 9.
Okay, so
Well,
you're medium distance.
Okay.
Godfrey was the closest.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's hop back into Shadow of the Dragon Queen here on Dork Tales. Castle Kalaman's courtyard is largely deserted, as most of the city's defenders remain with the troops west of the city. Near the covered cloisters leading into the city council's conference rooms are 2 heavily armored knights of Solamnia on horseback. One of them holds a banner bearing a prominent rose emblem. Noticing that their armor was stained, pitted, rusty, Godfrey rode forward and made a bit of an accusation in tone. But before he could complete what he was saying, Hazeal upcasted a dispel magic on one of them. Suddenly, the visage of a knight vanished. Instead, the armor of a Solamnic knight sat there, astride a skeletal steed, was a skeleton in full plate armor, grinning macabrely? That's not really a word. Grinning gruesomely at you through the visor of its helm. It sneered, drew a blade, and I would like an initiative roll.
Hoi. This is fine. This is fine.
Everything's fine.
Oof. That's not good.
Come on, Dork chose dice.
Okay.
Math.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay, that's not bad either. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's definitely not bad. All right, so looking at the initiative right now. Okay, I've got Rizira with a 28, followed by Hazeal with a 21. Then I've got Aurontiros. Then I have Knight 1. Then I have Knight 2. Then I have Kelara. Then I have Godfrey. All right. Rizira. One of them is going to draw their sword, draw their long sword and let out a skeletal hissing at you. The other draws their sword as well, but still has the visage of a knight. What do you do? You're in the middle of the courtyard.
Okay.
I'd say there's probably about 30 feet between you, with Godfrey about 15 feet in between.
So in this courtyard, so when you say courtyard, is there like that, like pillars and then like that hallway that's kind of like circles
Picture
the courtyard?
it's a castle courtyard. So basically, like you're
Okay.
inside of the fortress's main wall, and it's so like there's a stable behind you. There is a set of stairs that are leading up, as well as an upward ramp for you to get to like the castle wall defenses. But basically, it's just a wide open space in front of the castle.
Okay, cool. So not really anything nearby to hide, potentially.
There are a couple of. There is like the stairwell that leads up behind them, about 30 feet behind them. Well, no, about 15 feet behind them. There's a stairwell that leads up into the council chamber area that they seem to be blocking.
Okay. So they're 30 feet away from me.
They're 30 feet away from you, and on the other side of them, 15 feet behind them, is a stairwell leading up to the council chamber that goes along the outside of the castle.
Okay.
Theoretically, you could also run. You're on your horse still, so you could ride your horse back by the stable and hide there. There are a number of hay bales outside. There are some smaller shacks behind you, but they would put you like further away from these.
Yeah, no. I'm kind of thinking of like doing the bonus action hide to gain advantage for the attack, but don't think that's gonna work. So instead, I think Rizira's going to she's going to ditch. She's gonna take 15 feet of movement to get off Ispin. And then I will bonus action dash. So then I have a total of 45 feet of movement. Riz is gonna keep running, and when she gets 30 feet, she'll make an attack and then just keep running.
So you're gonna try to get past them up the stairs?
Basically, so are the knights like super side by side, or are they within? Sorry, I'm very logistics
They're
about
10
this.
feet apart from each other.
Okay, cool. Riz is gonna just hope they don't have reach. So yeah, Riz will get off his spin, run, attack, and just keep running 15 more feet afterwards. Is her plan.
Okay. All right, make me an attack roll.
Okie dokie.
Okay, are you attacking the one that is obviously undead, or the one that still appears to be undead? Okay.
Yeah, no, she's going for Skelly Boy because
Makes sense. The other one could still be mind controlled or something. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. Where's
Could
this
still be a good boy.
Could still be a good boy. All right, let's try it. Ooh, that's not a wonderful roll. Does a 17 hit?
You are the only player that still has determination.
I would like to use determination.
That hits.
Great.
Oh, pardon me. Kelara still has it as well.
So
now Kelara's the only one.
I am my own best friend. Grab my sneaky dice. All right. Let's 10, 8, 18, 22 points of piercing damage, and she's run 15 more feet behind them.
Okay. Rushing through, you're going to get your determination back. Someone just bought it for you.
Thank you.
Rushing through, you're going to just hop off a spin and go on your little tender feet. Rushing by, you will leap up and slash your blades into the side of this knight, piercing in through a gap in the plate armor. As you leap up, you are going to strike what would be nearly a killing blow on any normal man. But as you stab in, you're going to find that it scrapes and it doesn't find as much purchase as it should. You'll still hear the sound of like breaking bone inside of the plate, but it's not the killing shot you would. They're tougher than you'd expect.
So
hit
she
the ground?
would, keep running for hearing, kind of thinking that she might think that using maybe something that does more kind of thinking bones, use something more bludgeoning would be more effective than her swords.
Tell you what, as you're running, go ahead and make me an intelligence check.
Okay. What's your interest? It's decent. It's decent. It's a +1. It's not, that's a 12.
So you're like, these things are scary.
No, except they're not scary because I'm a kinder.
Oh, that's fair.
They're weird.
These
They're
things are
weird
like
looking.
Halloween spooky.
Yeah, they're spooky.
They're spooky ooky. So yeah, you're just like, I need either a bigger knife or a better knife. Maybe a better knife. Maybe those +1 oven mitts. Hazeal, it's going to be your turn as Rizira rushes past and kind of like runs up the stairs. The stairs, of course, do have like a covered top as well, as they kind of snake up the side. So there is a guardrail to hide behind as well. Hazeal.
Cool. Okay. So there's the one that's like right in front of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And are there any that are? I know you said that it sounded like you were saying they were 10 feet apart, but are there any that are 5 feet apart from each other?
Not from each other. There's only 2 of them, and they're 10 feet apart from each other.
Okay, cool. In that case, I will just use Moonbeam on the one that's right here.
Okay. Sounds good. And I always forget, Moonbeam goes off the same round, or it takes a round, right?
Yeah, it's when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Okay. Now, are you putting Moonbeam directly on top of it, or are you putting it kind of like in front of it or near one of your friends?
I'm putting it immediately on top of it.
Okay. Sounds good. Because it's
only a 5
turn.
foot radius, so.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Suddenly, above you, through the blue, slightly cloudy sky, as it's getting to late afternoon at this point, and you will see the clouds part as a bit of Solanari shines down onto this skeletal knight. All right, you doing anything else with your turn?
No, that is it.
All right. So it's the night is suddenly bathed in moonlight. Aurontiros, it is your turn.
Wow. Lots going on here. It worked before, so maybe it'll work now. The one that's bones.
Mm-hmm.
Let's cast heat metal
Okay.
on this guy.
All right. What's my save for heat metal?
Save
All right.
is 15.
Okay. That's going to be a fail.
All right.
Heat
I
metal
believe
goes
it is
off.
2d8. I'll double check though.
I believe it is as well. Heat metal.
That's
Causes the
so
glow red
heat
hot,
metal's
and
such a-
then it's such a good. And they're wearing plate, right? Yep. So
Concentration 2d8, and if I can keep it going on subsequent turns.
oh, actually, the con save isn't even a thing. That's only
Oh.
if they're holding it.
Oh, if they drop,
That's to drop it. He can't drop his armor. Takes
Has
10
to
minutes to get out of plate
unbuckle
mail,
it.
or 5 minutes to get out of plate mail if you're rushing.
5 minutes. Isn't a round 10 seconds?
Six
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
10
So it's
rounds
only,
is a
it's
minute.
only like
Oh.
It'd
150
be-
rounds or something like that.
Yeah.
Wow. He needs
roll me
emergency
damage.
clasps on that. Come on, no ones. Man,
Oh no.
so that's a 2.
Did you roll double ones?
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Well, it keeps up next round. All right, Aurontiros, anything else that you are going to do with your turn? So you cast heat metal as your action, and you'll see that the plate mail begins glowing with like this like deep, bright orange, and the creature inside is going to go.
Whew. And Riz is right next to him.
Riz has ran
Them?
past.
It. So
Yep.
they're past. I don't know what Rizira's plan is, but he's going to shout over the undead creature. And you said the horse was skeletal too?
This horse is skeletal, yes.
Keep your ears out of trouble. And send her a bardic inspiration.
Okay, get a Bardic Inspiration, and
Are you a
it-
D8 or a D6 right now?
I am a D8 now.
You,
level
oh,
5.
you giving me a D8? Oh, see,
And
we are
just your
engaged.
ears- Just your ears are to stay out of trouble. So
just your ears.
Just your
All
ears.
right. All right, so with that, unless you're moving, it is the Skeletal Knight's turn. The Skeletal Knight is going to be hit by Moonbeam. I get a save for that, right? Where's
yeah,
it
it
on?
is Constitution.
Okay,
15.
it's that's going to be a 19.
Ooh, it still takes half.
Perfect.
That is 7, and I believe you round down.
You do, yeah. So 3 points of damage. Perfect. It is going to draw its blade. Go. It's for you. and is going to ride at Godfrey. I'm spending a hurt them more on this. Godfrey, that is going to be... The first hit is not going to hit. He's going to wield his longsword at you with a 17.
Ah!
It's going to clang off of Ispin's shield, and as he rides up next to you, he is going to reach out with his bare hand and try to touch you as he passes.
Bad touch, bad touch, bad touch, bad touch.
Indeed. Okay. Let's spend my other hurt them more on this. Let's have some fun.
Yes.
There we go. That's going to be a 22 to hit you.
That'll do it.
Okay, I need a Constitution save from you.
Oh, no. No, not that die. That die already has failed me. Constitution, that will be a 19.
Oh, that's real lucky. Okay, you're going to take 6 points of necrotic damage as he touches you and begins to siphon the life out of you. You'll see Godfrey's veins rise up to meet his flesh as he goes pale, as this knight reaches out and grips him by the exposed throat.
Oof.
Okay.
6, you said?
That's going to be 6 necrotic.
Perfect.
And you're real lucky you passed that. Okay. Behind, the next knight will hold their blade aloft and will dismount and chase Rizira. He's going to round the corner. And yeah, well, that's the thing. He's going to take 2 swings at you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does 16 hit you?
That's my AC.
Okay. So raising the blade, it is going to slash down at you. He is using it with 2 hands, so that is going to be a D10. Okay, so it's going to scratch through a part of your armor, dealing 5 points of slashing damage, and then he is going to reach forward and grab you with an unnatural 20. I need you to make me a con save.
Yeah, we'll come up to that.
You're going to take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, good lord.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 2, so plus con is 5.
Okay. Your constitution, your hit point maximum is reduced by 5.
What?
Whew. Until the next time you take a long rest.
Okay, so it's now 45.
He reaches out and like slashes you as you're running up the stairs, and then as you stumble from the blade, he's going to reach forward and grab Rizira by the ankle and just siphon life directly out of you. You're not afraid, but this does hurt.
Ew.
All right, Kelara, down to you.
All right, well, I think I was... How far ahead of us did Godfrey get?
Godfrey's
Did he
15
go very
feet
far, or
ahead of
did
you.
he just kind of call across?
He kind of like traipsed his horse about halfway between you two and then called out, and now the knight is right next to him.
Okay, and
So
I think
15 feet
I've
away.
probably been the farthest one back at this point.
I assumed you were all kind of like in a line, like near each other.
So I guess I'll startle a bit, which will... are we still on our horses?
You're still on your horses?
I will startle and Cookie will move forward because of it.
Okay.
Not too far, but so that I'm within 30 feet of one of them.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Godfrey
Sounds good.
as a bonus action. So that adds 2 to your AC.
Okay. If you ride up next to Godfrey, you'll be within 30 feet of both of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Turn
so
undead.
riding along, basically you're on one side of Godfrey. This creature is choking Godfrey on the other side of his horse.
I'm going to present my staff and try and channel divinity turn undead.
Damn straight
And
you
see
are.
if it works. I have no idea if this will work, but I'm going to try
Okay. All right. What's my save for this?
it. 16, and it is a wisdom save.
Okay. The one that's choking Godfrey is unfazed. I rolled a nat 20. Anybody who wants to stop me may do so. The one that is grabbing Rizira is it's grabbing onto Rizira's ankle, hisses, even though it still looks
Right
like a
there,
man.
criminal scum.
Are you going to cast Silvery Barbs?
Of course.
Okay. The one that is grabbing Rizira is going to see the channel divinity and is going to shrink back from it, releasing her. The other one's still going to pass.
Nice.
That's an 18 plus wisdom. That's a 19.
All right.
So
well,
the one
I tried.
the one grabbing Rizira is going to be turned, and I believe that means it is frightened of you, right? Because we never actually use turn undead in our games. It never comes up.
It's turned for 1 minute.
Okay.
Or until it takes any damage. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't
Perfect.
take reactions. For its action, it can use only the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's
Fantastic.
nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge.
Fantastic. All right. So it is turned. It will try to run on its next turn. It's actually probably best that it didn't work on the one that Godfrey's against, because Godfrey's about to smack it. So, Aurontiros, who do you grant your advantage to from Silvery Barbs?
The silvery wisps extend out to Godfrey.
Okay. All right. Kelara, do you have anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, I believe that's it. That's my action and a bonus action.
Okay. So as this happens, basically, like, you will ride up, you'll present your staff, and it will start to glow with the might of Mishakal. And the one on the steps will drop Rizira and hiss. The other one will squeeze Godfrey. I serve a greater power. And Silvery Barbs will kind of swing around it. It'll still hold tight. Godfrey, it is your turn. You are being kind of grabbed by the front of your throat.
Godfrey's still in a bit of shock at seeing these things, and he just won't even say anything in response to it, and will just start hacking at it with his sword and just be like, get away from me! And just
All right. You
try
have
and
advantage on your
chop it
first
up.
attack.
Advantage on the first one, so that would be... What's his bonus again? 25.
That's a hit.
And then that is... Gosh, I'm sorry, I'm so tired. Math right now. 21.
Those are hits.
So first one will be 14 slashing.
Okay.
The second one will be 10 slashing.
Okay.
And then where is Rizira?
Rizira
She's being
has
held
ran,
by one?
sort of. She was. So she's about 15 feet behind this. There's a stairwell that runs up the side of the building.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to action surge and do it again.
Perfect.
Does a 20 hit?
20 hits.
All right, and then 25 for this other one. So that's 9 slashing and another 14 slashing.
Another 14 slashing. Okay. Every time
9
you
and
bring your
14,
blade up, you sink into it, your sword slamming into the plate mail, slashing between the gaps, banging the mail or the plate down into the figure. This thing is resilient as hell. It's like beating a sack with a stick. Like, God, to have one of those swords of legend.
That'd be really nice right about now.
Be really nice. This thing is battered, bruised. You can see bits of bone sticking out from between the plates. And that is going to be your turn. Top of the initiative, we have Rizira. Rizira, what do you do?
So this guy is right up on me, eh?
Right above you, and is kind of like doing this from Kalara's light, shrouding his face, very Dracula-esque.
Okay. So I'm guessing he can see me still, though, right?
He can definitely still see you.
Okay. Can try and take. I think think she's just going to probably just do 2 attacks and then GTFO. Yeah,
Okay,
I think
sounds
that's what I
good to
wanna
me.
do.
Go ahead.
Come on, dice. Come on, dice. I would like a natural 20 at some point. Especially with my sneak attack. Good lord, my rolls are trash tonight. I'm gonna... Well, no, because we use determination. So I think
You have
that's
one.
2... Yeah, I know what I had to hit was above the 17, and I rolled a 2 and an 8 on the dice, plus 7. I don't think either of them are getting there.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. That's a miss and a miss for the Kender. Oof.
Okay. That sounds great. Are you heading up the stairs or down?
Probably down, and I'm just reading. I am looking at my fancy footwork, and it says you make a melee attack. Doesn't say you have to hit.
You don't have to hit.
Can't make. Yeah, I was just checking that because I
All
was
right,
like,
so
oof.
looking up at it, you'll make 2 slashes kind of near its face, and it's going to shield itself and try to dodge away from you. And then you're going to kind of jump and tumble down the stairs, hitting the ground. And where do you go?
Kind of. Rizira is going to try and get like in the mix of underneath horse feet to try and like obscure herself.
All right, so down by the horse's feet.
Yep, she's just gonna try and like get in between legs to try and
Okay, the
be a
skeletal
bit
horse.
more of a strategic. Yeah, she's gonna try and get out
All right.
up under it, underneath the guy.
Sounds good to me. Hazeal, it is now your turn. Rizira, you can make me a hide check with disadvantage as your bonus action. Oh wait, no, you already took your bonus action to
I
attack
used
twice.
it. I know.
Yeah.
I know. If I would have realized my rolls were poop, I would.
Well, I mean, that's life. Hazeal,
Yeah.
then it's your turn completely.
Yeah, I would like to move my beam of moonlight to the one that's attacking Riz.
Okay. That sounds good. So,
Yes,
actually,
there.
you can't,
Okay.
because the stairwell has an overhang.
Ah, okay, then I will just move it to the one that I hit the first time.
Okay, that's probably so. The moonlight. Oh, boom. Is that your bonus
tried.
action? You tried.
Nope, that's my action.
Oh, is it an action to that? Okay. Do you have
It's
a
an
bonus
action
action
to
you'd like
move it. Yeah, nope, I have nothing I can do.
use? Okay.
I moved the moonlight, but it's a really powerful thing when I can just hit it and
You
do a
orbital
bunch of
laser it?
damage. So, yeah.
All right. All right. Aurontiros, what do you do? So one of these knights is engaged in combat with Godfrey. A moonbeam is down upon it. Riz has just leapt down the stairwell and is now hiding between the legs of a skeletal horse.
Which is the one that is engaging with Godfrey? Did
The
that
one that's
one
engaging
run?
with Godfrey is the skeletal one. That's the
This-
one that you use silvery barbs on.
And this is also the one that has a
Giant spotlight.
Kender underneath it.
No, there's a
Yeah.
the Kender is hiding underneath the other horse.
Oh, the other horse. Okay.
Yeah. The other horse just
Also, I
seems to be
totally forgot I
standing there.
had Bardic. I could have tried to hit with one of my hits, but it's fine. I just totally forgot about that. I need to put
Better
a
to
D8
save it
somewhere
on
more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
save it. You'll need it later, I guarantee.
Yeah, I was
not
also
that-
wondering if I was under the moonbeam, but I'm not. That's
This
good.
is a different skeletal horse. There are 2.
Cool.
Oh, question. You
Yes.
can use your bardic inspiration after you've rolled, but before you find out if it's a hit.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. Yes, correct.
That makes it decent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, Shatter is not concentration, so
It is not.
oh, but Riz is underneath.
Riz is underneath the vacant horse. She is not underneath the one that is on the stairwell, kind of going.
Can I cast Shatter on any of them without hurting my friends, or is that kind of everything's too close?
you can cast Shatter on the one that is directly in front of you and is engaging with Godfrey, by kind of just situating it kind of nearby, or you can just cast it on the stairwell where the guy is in the middle of being turned.
Let's cast it on the one that's engaging with Godfrey.
Okay, what's my save?
Your save is...
Okay, so go ahead and roll
This
me.
one is a Constitution save.
Okay, I got a 22.
Ooh. Oh. All right. Okay, that's better. Half he saved, so half of 21.
Beautiful. Can you do me a favor? Tell me what happens.
All right. In the midst of the chaos, loud thunder is heard, and in the calamity of the skeletons, and the swords swinging and the punctures through the metal, almost like a church bell, the skeleton explodes in on itself from within its own plate mail, and the entirety of his armor just clatters to the ground as the lifeless bones splay across the courtyard.
Nice. And as that happens, the skeletal horse as well will collapse with like the sound of a xylophone. And Godfrey, you are no longer engaged in combat. The moonbeam is going to continue and just like burn away all of the bones on the ground, leaving only the battered, ripped open plate mail that Aurontiros just did 30-something damage to. Aurontiros, do you have any other actions you'd like to use?
That was the one whose armor was glowing?
That was the one whose armor was hot, yeah.
All right. Then I'll shout out to Godfrey. Good work. We're right behind you. And give him an inspiration.
All right, Bardic Inspiration to Godfrey.
Sweet.
Okay, so then it is going to be... Okay, then it is going to be the knight. The knight on the stairwell that is being turned by Kelara's light is going to hiss and is going to flee up the stairs, running all the way up to the top and inside of the castle keep proper. Kelara, it's your turn. What do you do?
Oh no, disguised skeleton on the loose. I think I'm gonna move over and make sure Godfrey's okay.
Sounds good. Now, you know the area that this skeleton ran up into is inside of the main castle where the council chambers are. So, moving up to Godfrey.
Yeah, that's... I'll just kind of, like, kick at the bones a little bit, just make sure they're not getting back up as they're being burned.
But yeah, you got fairly hurt, right?
Only 5.
Only 5?
But it looks bad. Like,
okay.
having the life drained out of you.
Yeah, I'll save my spell points then, or spell slots, and just wait to see what happens, I guess. If everybody goes to chase after it, I would like to hold my action to move with them, if possible.
Okay. Sounds good. Godfrey, it is your turn then.
All right. I'll move around the moonbeam and try and chase after the other one once I realize that's fleeing towards the council chamber.
Okay.
And if I can't get close to it, I'm going to use my action to dash to get closer to it.
Okay.
For bonus action...
So you can get to the edge of the stairwell, then it'll take half your speed to hop off the horse.
Okay. Perfect. 5. It'll only take 5.
Oh, fair. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you will be able to with that speed, the stairwell is about 40 feet. So you'll be able to make it up to the top and open the door using your dash action.
Perfect. And is Rizira in combat with this one?
Rizira is not. Rizira is underneath a skeletal horse about 5 feet away from the stairwell that your horse will warily ride up next to.
Okay. That's just wrong. I'll be like, quick, Rizira, take that thing out. And Rizira, would you like to make an attack as
I
a
would
reaction?
love to just stab up from underneath it.
Yep. And you get a bonus D8 damage on that.
Ooh. do. Dirty 20.
Okay, roll me damage. You can sneak attack this horse.
Yeah, with an extra D8. Oh my goodness, Cal, you and I are just not doing great. I rolled 3 1s on those dice.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
11 plus 4 is 15.
15. Okay. Brandishing your blade up, you're going to rake your rapier across its ribs, and it's going to make that noise. And as that happens, the knight is more than 30 feet away at this point. The horse is just going to go, and you are going to get clobbered by a bunch of bones that collapse on top of you, just kind of bonking you. But it's down. It collapses around you. You are lying in the middle of a bone pile.
Riz is gonna try and find like the biggest club-looking rib.
Okay. It is very humorous. Okay. All right. So, Godfrey, you're going to do that as you rush by, make it up to the stairwell, and inside of the door, you can see that the skeleton the knight is only about 5 feet inside the door.
Perfect. I'll just stand right up, or go right up and engage with it.
You don't. Well, I guess you do have so it's like that, and then 40 feet. So yeah, you'll be able to put yourself right. It's about 10 feet inside the door, actually, if I do the math correctly. So you'll be kind of like inside, right next to it, inside of the main corridor of the castle. And that's where we will pick you up next round. Rizira, you are at the base of the stairwell. The stairs are, you're about 5 feet away next to the pile of horse bones. So the Godfrey is about 50 feet away from you.
50 feet, okay.
Yep, up the stairs, yeah.
Okay. Bonus action dash to get up there.
Okay, rushing up, you're going to take the stairs in, well, not twos because you're a Kender, but you're going to take the stairs in like a super fast tick, 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 and rush inside where Godfrey is right next to this knight about 10 feet inside of the door of the keep, of the castle.
Cool. Also, excuse yourself, that is a dirty 20 on acrobatics. Rizira hella fucking jumps up the stairs like a cat.
You wasted that dirty 20 on that. You're going to roll a 1 on this attack.
I know I'm gonna roll a 1 on this attack. It's fine. I still have a bardic. I need to remember I have a bardic.
You have a bardic.
Can one of you just please roll nice for me tonight? That's a 16 plus 7. That'll hit. That'll hit.
Hits. Roll me your sneak attack.
Yeah. Let's take that 1d8 out again in the pile. Alright, that's slightly better on damage. 18 points of piercing damage as the Kender goes a stab.
Alright, flanking up next to Godfrey, you're going to dart from out from behind him, slam your blade into the skeleton knight. To the knight. However, as you strip your blade back, the skeleton is going to appear as the visage just melts away like mist.
So he was I've used 50 feet of my 60 feet of movement.
You can still back up 10 feet and hide behind Godfrey, so Godfrey has opportunity attack range.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can basically like run back out the door. Or you can keep running past the knight.
I think she will basically go to the other side of the night, I think, just so she and Godfrey are kind of like tag teaming him.
Tag teaming? Sounds good to me. All right. All right, so that's going to be your turn. Hazeal, down on the ground. What do you do?
It's a long way to actually where the fighting is.
You could do something really dumb if you wanted.
I have a couple of really dumb options, but what's the one you're thinking of?
Ride a horse upstairs.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Hazeal doesn't know how horses work still.
That's fair.
And
Kelly doesn't
Aurontiros
know
is
how
the
horses
one,
work,
like-
so that makes sense.
Yeah. Aurontiros is the one with the reins and stuff, so. Godfrey's probably, and I mean this in the best way possible, in the way.
Yeah, 'cause, like, he's up inside of the building right now, so to even really see this, you'd have to like go up the stairs and engage.
Cool. I'm going to drop Moonbeam and cast Longstrider on myself, so I have extra 10 feet of movement. Because I am a dwarf, and I am going to get off the horse, which will use however much of my movement it uses, and then move the rest, and that's all I can do. So
Is Longstrider an action or a bonus action?
it's an action.
Okay. So that's going to be, so you're at a speed of 35 then. So I'll be generous and say that like it takes half your speed, but let's say that it takes half your speed before Longstrider, just because it makes life easier.
Sure.
So you'll make it up half your speed, ride the horse right to the
About 20
stairwell.
feet-ish.
Yeah, you'll be halfway up the stairwell.
Cool.
And be able to engage next round. Aurontiros, what do you do?
All right. Do you remember what the horse's movement was?
60.
But it's an action to get it to move?
It is not.
It is not. So I can move the horse to the base of the stairs and then dismount?
Yeah, there's a lot of horses there right now, but yeah, basically. I'll say the horse walked away on its own turn.
Can
Hazeal smacked
I went
is
to
it
go find the
ridiculous? Is it
I went to find the
ridiculous to
stables.
think that the horse could run up the stairs?
You can make me an animal handling roll with disadvantage.
What if I give the horse bardic inspiration? Okay, I'm getting ridiculous. That's not gonna happen. Animal handling, you say?
If you want to ride the horse up the stairs, yeah, animal handling. Don't botch. This is disadvantage. Don't botch.
So far, so good.
Botched, the horse launches Godfrey. Or not Godfrey, Aurontiros.
That was a real bad botch if it launches Godfrey.
Right.
The
I'm down.
lowest
I'm here for it.
It
the
runs
lowest of
through
them is
Godfrey.
14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are going to kind of cling to the side of the horse and kind of make little noises, and the horse is going to slowly make it up to the top of the stairs with kind of quaky legs as it kind of goes.
I just kind of look at Aurontiros and go, that's why I got off. Like,
So Aurontiros, you are at the top of the stairwell now. You basically had to like hold the horse as tight as you could, not to keep clobbering yourself as you rode up with the overhang. So you are at the top of the stairwell where it meets into the castle proper. What do you do?
Okay.
The door is wide open, and you can see Rizira and Godfrey 10 feet inside and 20 feet inside, engaged with the skeleton.
Did that take up an action or a bonus action from my end?
That would have taken up your main action to encourage the horse to go up, yeah.
Okay, so I have a bonus action.
bonus.
Do you two still have your inspiration?
Yeah, I still have mine.
Can I use the bonus action to dismount and
You can use you can use your movement to dismount.
movement? Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'll dismount.
you'll still have 15 feet of movement after this.
Can I corner because it's dropped its like illusion, right?
Yes.
Can I help them corner it? Because they're kind of like all trying to flank it almost.
Yeah, you can run out. You can rush up and try to flank it. So you want to go on the
Yeah.
left or the right?
Let's go on the right.
Okay. So heading up, you are going to go to Godfrey's right, kind of like pinning it in down this hallway. And it is now its turn. The knight is going to snarl at Godfrey for being right in his face. And let's do this. Man, Chris, I don't know what it is. I can't hit you to save my life. That's going to be... Or, well,
That shield of faith.
well, yeah, it's the Shield of Faith. It's not the fact I rolled a 13 and a 7.
That too.
So the skeleton knight is once again going to go whoopang, whoopang, and is going to slam against Ispen's shield now that it has regained its composure from taking the damage from Riz's attack. All right, that is its turn. Kelara, it is your turn. So Aurontiros has ridden a damn horse up the stairs. The horse is very bewildered at the top of the stairs.
Oh. I guess
And
I'm
Hazeal-
gonna run up the stairs.
Okay, Hazeal is running up the stairs. So, what you spend your move and dash as your action. You can make it up to the top of the stairs next to this horse.
Well, and also, does it count that I did hold my last action saying if everybody moved forward, I would use my action to do it?
You're right. So in that case, you would have lost half your action getting off your horse. So I'll say that when Aurontiros rode up, you went, okay, and are like 15 feet up the steps next to Hazeal
Okay,
at the beginning
cool.
of your turn. So that means
I will
you
continue
are-
moving up then.
Okay, that'll take 25 feet of your movement, and so you can basically step inside of the hallway.
Okay. And if I'm back within 30 feet of the skeleton, it needs to move away from me again.
Does it not?
It's for 1 minute. It has to move away from me.
It is no longer turned because it
Pretty
took damage.
Oh, okay. Nuts.
It is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. So you can turn it
I see.
again if you want to spend another channel divinity. Okay.
You don't... You
Oh, yeah,
get
you don't get a-
2 by 13th level.
Sorry, yeah, I forgot what level you were for a second.
You get fuck all for channel divinity.
Okay, so you
It
are
is
within
not a
point blank
common
range
thing.
of it, though. Well, you're about 10 feet away, but you can see it visibly, engaged in a combat with Godfrey.
Sure, let's try a cantrip.
Okay,
Make a dex save.
I don't want to.
Please do.
I don't. That is an 11.
That is 6 points of radiant damage.
Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. All right. What is that, Sacred Flame?
Yeah.
Right, Sacred Flame is going to ignite right in its face and is going to let out a hiss. All right, anything else you're doing on your turn as this burns it inside of its armor?
No.
Okay. All right, Godfrey, this thing is right in front of you. Sacred Flame has just been ignited in its face. What do you do?
That's on our side. That's the good stuff. I'm gonna actually first I'm gonna try and switch places with Rizira.
Okay. Rizira
Bait and
is...
switch.
I
Does that
will
work
allow
if they're
you.
15 feet away from you?
Oh, I thought we were beside each other.
No, she
Yeah.
ran 10 feet down the hallway past the skeleton.
No,
Oh,
I said actually I said I wanted to. Sorry, I'm just on the other side of the skeleton. I botched that to just like move around beside the skeleton, so we were flanking him.
Oh, okay.
Opposite
Never mind
sides,
then.
right?
So the skeleton is still between us. I'm not beside
Okay,
him.
yeah, sure.
But
Yep,
yeah, no,
problem.
I misunderstood.
yeah, no, sorry, I didn't communicate it clearly. I was like, okay, no, instead I'm gonna just go and be behind
I'm
him.
beside. Aurontiros is beside.
You
Mhm.
basically are all
Perfect.
beside.
All
We're
right.
all
Do you
beside
want
you
to
now.
do you want to switch places, Aurontiros?
I don't know what that means.
I'm using an ability called Bait and Switch, so we uses up 5 feet of my movement if you're willing, and we just switch positions and squares, and then I roll a d8 and give one of us that to our armor class until my next turn.
Sure.
All right. Have 8 to your AC.
Oh,
So it kind of gets me in the way, kind of covering you a little bit.
Awesome.
And then I will attack it. First attack is a 25
That's a hit.
for 8 slashing. Second attack is a nat 1. Awesome.
All right.
Darn.
Or is it because you're inspired?
That's
Doesn't
not
let
going to
me
take away a
reroll
nat
it,
one.
unfortunately. Oh, I forgot about the inspiration though. Darn.
Cool. That is gonna be. Let's have some fun with this. All right. So, what do you do with your first blow?
First blow, I am going to just try and just get it through any kind of an opening that I can find.
All right. So, you are going to smash your sword in between some of the plate armor, and at that, it is going to go right into one of the joints at the solar plexus area, and as it goes in, the knight's going to sag forward, like holding your sword for a moment. As you try to pull it out, that nat one's going to come to play, and as you try to pull it back, that's going to leave you wide open for the nat 20 I just rolled to hit you back.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Unless...
You want to spend all your first level spells? Go for it.
Wait, why is he saying... if
This is a combat of this session.
Yeah.
Wait,
Do whatever you want.
Did you spend your bardic inspiration last time? Because you could try cutting words.
oh, can I... Cutting words doesn't...
It won't stop a nat 20, but you
Won't
can
stop a
reduce the damage.
With cutting words?
Yep. Ability check, attack roll, and damage.
Oh, thanks for reminding me of how that works there. Let's do cutting words. And Aurontiros is going to spend an inspo.
Okay.
Or sorry, a bardic inspiration.
Yep. And how much is that lower by?
And I roll that?
Yep.
Roll me your d8.
Come on, big money. 5.
All right. So, Godfrey, you're going to take 12 points of slashing damage.
12 slashing.
Mhm.
Okay. So
And your sword is
9.
going to be knocked free.
Knocked free as in of my grasp?
No,
Or
like
of the
knocked,
skeleton.
knocked free of the skeleton. It's going to come.
Okay. Perfect. And then I'll be like, oh, and like lean back and just like, Riz, now! And use Commander's strike again to give Riz a reaction attack.
All
Against
right.
the
And Riz,
thing.
this doesn't count for your sneak attack if you want to use it. So that's great.
Sounds good. $18.
18 is exactly what you needed.
I figured.
It's almost like the rank
mail.
plate mail.
Yeah.
All right. Give me damage.
Considering when I rolled a 17, you're like, do you want to use your determination?
I
was
don't
like,
telegraph it that blatantly. What are you talking about? What kind of DM am I? That's something a bad DM would do. No, or maybe an overly charitable
18
DM.
points of piercing damage.
18 points of piercing damage. Once again, you will stab into 18. Perfect. And are going to loosen some of its bones in the worst way. Stabbing into it. It is now... Godfrey, you done with your turn? Top of the initiative, Rizira. Then Hazel's on deck afterwards. Rizira, it is your turn again after you stabbed it once. It is... your sneak attack counter goes click.
Click. Back to top. I'm gonna make 2 attacks at it because I
Godfrey
have
uses
to.
his bonus action to turn on the Kender blender.
You're
You're just the magic bullet. Here's the
Yeah.
kitchen ninja.
Yeah. Okay. So I rolled a lowest is a 20 of the 2.
So you've deduced now that you will hit.
The AC. Yes. So that's then that D8, and then I just don't do the 2. I just add. I'm gonna give you this all at once. Not bad. 12.
Actually, can you give them to me separately?
Sure.
Sorry, it does matter for one reason.
Okay, cool. I'm like, it's all piercing, but fair. That must mean something else. Okay, cool. So the first hit is going to be.
Mhm.
Oh crap. Sorry.
That's okay.
8, 12.
A lot.
Wait, no. Oh, wait, 18 plus 4, 22 for the first hit.
Okay.
And then for the second is just 7.
Just 7. Okay.
Yep.
2 more vigorous riposts as you. And this thing is starting to look very rattly. It is very, very badly damaged. I would say on its last legs, probably, except its last legs probably happened a couple hundred years ago.
Heyo.
Heyo. All right, Riz, you doing anything else on your turn?
I think she's just gonna stay there and
Okay.
yeah, she's no, I use my bonus action, so I'm not gonna taunt because that would be funny. No, she'll just chill.
Okay, so kind of like holding in from behind. All right, Hazeal, you are halfway up the stairs. You can reach the top of the stairs with your movement, pushing past the horse and Kelara to get inside of the building.
Excellent. And then once I'm here, how far is it to Riz? Would I have to use basically my action for more movement at that point?
So you're halfway up the stairs. I stated the stairs were 40 feet, so just one moment while I do this. 40 feet.
Yeah.
25. Godfrey and then we're 10 feet inside. Do you just need to touch her?
I just need to touch her.
You can get directly next to the skeleton and touch her with Longstrider at the end of your movement.
Awesome, because that lets me do multiple things. I could still have done it because this is a bonus action,
Okay.
but and I can do a bonus action spell and a cantrip without using
Leveled spell,
quicken spell,
cantrip.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but because I only have one bonus action spell, it's kind of like I can use it and I don't have to use quicken spell to do it. So
Nice. Yeah,
'cause that's what quicken
save
spell
your spell
does.
points.
Cool. So I will do bonus action Dragon's Breath on Riz.
Oh no.
No.
And I'm
less
gonna
than an
let
hour,
Robin.
Or it's less
It's
than a
concentration up to a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one's a little less, but I'm gonna let Robin choose because I think it's fun. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison.
What would Riz want? Fire.
Cool. And until the spell ends, you can use an action to exhale energy of the chosen type in a 15-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw, taking 3d6 damage of the chosen type on a failed save or half on a successful one.
It's just awful. Okay. And what are you using your bonus action for, or your full action? Your
My
other
full action will be to cast Sacred Flame on the skeleton.
Okay, that's a dex save for me, right?
I believe so. Yeah. I have 15, so is the...
I see a nose pinch.
That's an expression.
20?
Roll me double damage.
Oh.
I botched.
Wait, one?
I botched, and we're doing
Excellent.
spell botches. We're doing save botches in
And
this
what's
game.
great
so-
Right.
is because I'm 5th level, it's 2d8. So do I roll twice, or are you doubling what I roll?
You roll twice. Oh yeah, you roll. Well, no, pardon me. Just double
If it's
what
a
you
crit,
tell
you
me
double,
what you
right?
get. This is a vulnerability.
I rolled 6 damage.
Cool. So that's going to be 12 radiant damage. Jen, do you mind taking over directorial control for me, please?
So Hazeal reaches out and touches Riz and mutters the verbal components of the spell and just kind of in that says, tells Riz kind of what she can do now. Like, you can breathe fire now. And then turns around and just like levels her warhammer at the skeleton. Burn! And then it just kind of erupts in sacred flame.
Okay, and the skeleton is going to collapse to the ground, nothing more than a pair of old rusty Solamnic knight armor. And with that, the halls are empty. Except Aurontiros, Rizira, anyone with a passive perception of 15 or higher is going to smell blood. And not your own.
I've got a 15. I can notice it. It's like, quick, to the council room.
Hazeal just being like, well, everything seems fine now.
Okay. Do you head toward the council chambers?
Absolutely.
Mm.
As you near the council chambers, where the governor and city council are meeting with the Knights of Solamnia, the halls are empty. The council chamber's door stands ajar, and its guard is absent. Though the room usually buzzes with conversation, everything is quiet.
Not good, not good.
Do you step inside the room?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm going full.
Yeah, Riz is running full tilt because I'm sure Hazeal explained that she probably only has a minute of fire breathing, so Riz is like wanting to breathe fire on something.
Short period of time.
Sounds good. As you push into the room, a scene of slaughter spills across the council chamber. Several of the guards wearing the colors of Kalaman soldiers lie tangled amid skeletal remains in tarnished Solamnic armor. The bloody bodies of Kalaman's council members slump in high-backed chairs and across the room's large table. At a position of honor, opposite the door, Governor Kalof Miat's body is transfixed to his chair, a gleaming longsword piercing his chest. And next to the governor's body, a man in Solamnic armor, dark-skinned with a shaved head and a cruel, beautiful smile, rocks back in a chair. He props his booted feet on the table as he balances a scroll on one finger. Noticing you, the knight stands, clears his throat, and bombastically declares, "Hail, friends, and fear not! Your heroes have arrived! I, Knight Caradoc, bring word that the Knights of Solamnia are, at this very moment, en route with all manner of pomp and mustache wax and whatever else they bother with these days." He gestures to the corpses around the room. "Do try to contain yourself better than this lot did."
Draw your sword.
Riz is
Okay.
gonna release fire in the last.
I'm gonna say
last
that is
seconds.
good. I'm gonna say that Riz, you're going to breathe fire on him, and that is where we're gonna cut to commercial. So, folks, we'll be right back after this quick word as we go to the bathroom. So, folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back. This is the part of the program where we talk to the chat. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the chat right now, and we'll talk about a couple things for about 5-10 minutes. So, looking at tonight, though, just to give everybody a sense of things, players, I had a fruit fly inside of my book. That's weird. It nestled between the pages, then I moved the book. So Caradoc, he the handsome boy. He the handsome boy.
And how do you spell that?
Like
With a C?
Like Karaman, but
Okay,
instead
gotcha.
of Karaman, it's Caradoc. It's
No,
it's what happens it's if Kalaman went to medical school.
I think I know who that is.
No, you don't. Shh. You don't know anything, Chris. Shut up.
Godfrey doesn't.
Godfrey doesn't.
But I
Godfrey
was
doesn't
just
know
like,
shit.
yeah.
So, folks, I'm excited. But just so everybody's on the same page tonight, the way I see it is, I thought we were going to get through the entire thing tonight. I think we're going to get to the halfway point, and we'll be stopping a little bit early tonight because I want to do the last bit in one stretch. It's gonna be good.
And rather than go late.
I think that's better because I would rather not drag it out. Last night, Shards of Nirn game already went till 11:30. And I was like, that's a bit much. Two nights in a row for a lot of us do work, and then there's me. So, yeah, you can totally.
You work, but you just work later hours. Your day is a slightly different day than everyone else that
it's
has
a
traditional
much
like
weirder
9 to
day.
5.
Don't say that. My imposter syndrome. It needs to shine. Real quick question in the chat was asking if they could steal determination. Absolutely. Determination, you can check all of our house rules over at our wiki. The Dorktales wiki is pretty great. I'm really excited because check our house rules there. There's a bunch. There's even like race or ancestry dependent house rules that I've been working on. Speaking of rules, last night we were doing Shards of Nirn. Cadamus was in a fight for the first time in like a year, and I forgot all of his abilities and rules, right? And I'm looking through this, and I was like, oh yeah, he totally would be like a battlesmith or what are they called? Is it battlesmith? The artificer.
The
type?
artificer? Yeah.
Armorsmith?
No, battlesmith, not the armor. The
Battlesmith, yeah.
So I was like, oh, he'll probably be a battlesmith knowing him. And then I like quickly flipped over and I'm like, oh, he would have gained a level. He'd have his like 3rd level 1 round. And it's the one that gets the steel defender. And I'm like, I'm not putting another character on the battlefield. I do not want Cadamus and his robotic dog. Like, I don't think that that's the look we're going for here with Cadamus. So, and then I got a message from Random today for doing the wiki. And he's like, hey, so I noticed that you said he was level 13, but the wiki says he's level 11. What are his other breakdowns? So he's like Battlesmith and this. And I'm like, okay, Random, just give me a week. I'm making I looked through all the subclasses today. I spent an hour pouring through Artificer. And I spent an hour pouring through it. And I'm like, I don't like any of these for him. So I'm going to make my own. So that'll be up on the wiki soon. It'll be good. And let's see, gaming, goblins and warlocks. Yeah, you can totally steal it. It's just an ID I stole from someone else. I'm pretty sure. Just credit. Just send people over to the channel. Tell them to say hi. That sounds good. Enjoy your stream. I hope that your stream goes well, goblins and warlocks. Which I keep reading as goblins and warlocks out of the corner of my eye.
All goblin warlocks.
I've been
All
reading it
goblin
as goblins and warlocks the whole time.
Nothing wrong with goblets, but I'm just in a goblin state of mind these days. Oh, but yeah, no, totally.
They're goblins.
Where do you find all the music you use? So the music we use for this session has been primarily from Monument Studios, which is basically like they do a lot of music that is you have to buy it, but it is copyright free. So it's DRM free, it's copyright free, and you can use it in any of your projects once you buy the copyright, the open license basically. We also use a lot of stuff from Dark Fantasy Studios, Kevin MacLeod always, and his stuff you always have to credit, and you can buy it. We use some stuff from filmmusic.io with a free use license, and so on. We have a couple of tracks that are actually like homemade, but yeah, check out Monument Studios. They're great. You can always find their links in our credit section on YouTube and at the end of the video in the credits as well. So those are always there. Yeah, goblins live rent free in my head. Absolutely. Yeah. So what else? What else is going on? We got a bunch of great stuff this weekend, as you all know. Once again, I have not seen anybody join the Patreon in the past week. So join the Patreon, everybody. Do it right now. Do it. It makes me happy. It's been a rough week. I would love it if I woke up with like 3 new people on the Patreon. And if I got 11 or 12 new people on the Patreon, we'd have to have a Star Trek game. So just saying.
Run by Bunny Hearted.
Run by Bunny Hearted. Run by Bunny Hearted. And I'll get ridges.
Really?
Cal can just keep. Yeah, I'm gonna get like a prosthetic brow ridge.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Raven said someone did
And I can just
tonight.
keep the
Did
ears.
someone? Hold on, let me check my email. One sec. Oh, I see a P. I keep getting these messages from like every morning I'll wake up with like a bunch of like Patreon notifications and it's like how to connect with your audience. I'm like, shut up, man. Like that's the same notification I get when somebody joins. Oh no, I did. Oh, thank you, Spiffy. I will thank you with a personalized message right now. Thank you.
It was all the bone puns.
It was all the bone puns. Nice. Good. Well, I want to get that damn game underway. That once a month Star Trek game would be a lot of fun, and I'd love to get that off the ground. But yeah, definitely check us out. There's a bunch of stuff happening. I'm in over the next. We're in the middle of it now, so I don't know how many days are left in it. But I'm in the middle of a 12 game streak, where I have game every single day, except for
At least
Friday.
you're only running tech for Friday.
Yeah, I'm only producing that one. Oh yeah, let me know what music you want, or I'll just wing it in the moment.
I'm gonna give you the vibe, and it's Benny Hill.
Okay, so it's just Kevin
I
Kevin
heard that.
McLeod tracks.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
heard
gonna
that
be
in my
it's gonna
head.
be Path of the Goblin King, Path of the Goblin King Fast, Sneaky Snitch, and Sneaky Adventure. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the ones that are like
Perfect. Done.
Perfect. If you need fight music, I guess it'll be Tabletop Audio's Goblin Fight, or no, Rat.
Oh, well, come on. Terror in the
Battle.
Woods. Terror in the Woods.
No, because it's got to be Rat Battle, because it's the one that's like.
Yeah. Caitlin's in the chat being very happy.
Rat Battle. What if we up our donation level? It's by numbers, but I would appreciate it if you up your donation, Brando. You can get called out. Like I'll call you out. Join the $25 tier.
I was very tempted to up my donation level or my Patreon level to help implement some world building ideas, but only do it for like a month, and then I'm like, but I just can talk to Kelly.
For what?
You know, that's for the honestly, it's stuff that Amy was coming up with, but about orcs in.
Oh yeah, you sent me that. I really
yes.
like that. I really like that idea. I think
Right.
that it would go well with Arcos. I think that all of you are going to like Arcos. It's going to
Right.
be... Arcos is going to be ridiculous. Jen, I like that you're opening up to... I'm looking down at you now. I'm glad that you're opening up to D&D more, because I know that you were like... You're a World of Darkness player, primarily, right? Like, that's your bread and
Yeah.
butter. But
Yeah.
it's because I know you were... I'm not going to say wary, like, you weren't, like, scared of it, but you were a little like, I don't know, D&D. I like Dragonlance. Like, that was kind of your vibe.
Well, let me put
Me
it this
too.
way. I used to play 3.5 and I liked 3.5. 5e feels like I don't get a lot of choices and stuff when we level up, right? Like
Yeah, it's very
leveling up is boring
streamlined.
to me.
Yeah, there's a there's another version of it that Precarious runs on Friday nights.
Mhm. That's when
where
I was
There's
like,
called, I think
this is
it's
so
Level
much
Up,
nicer.
Advanced 5th edition or something like that. And
Mhm.
I think the idea is that you have a choice at every level between at least 2 things, like on top of like anything else that's there. It looks neat.
Yeah,
So,
I was watching on Friday, and it was kind of, it started a conversation where I was just like, yeah, the 5e, I like playing D&D in general, but the actual character building and the choices that you don't really get to make at any level, like it is boring to me. That's
fair.
why I don't like playing it.
The thing I like about 5e compared to a lot of other like D&D style games is for stream, I think it's fantastic because it's so rules light that like there's a lot of like it's really rules light, but still like the number of YouTube comments that I get are like, well, actually, you made a bunch of mistakes. I'm going to say this right now. If you're watching and you left comments about me making mistakes, some of those things weren't mistakes. Some of them were I was ignoring the rules. Some of them were mistakes, absolutely. But like when you're doing a streaming medium, like you have, I mean, I just made a mistake right there. Mistakes happen. It's live theater more than it is like running a game. And I think that like it's one of the reasons I'm worried about a game like Pathfinder being run on the channel, because we're talking about doing a Pathfinder game on the channel, but I am a little worried about running a game with that many rules, right? Because I'm not a computer. Like, I will forget stuff. I have attention deficit disorder, as you can see from like the Twitch tags. Like, we run as an ADD stream, or the ADHD stream, and like, I will forget stuff, but I will remember voices, and I'll get the mannerisms down perfectly. I even remembered my little scroll prop for tonight, because I was like,
I like that.
I wasn't expecting to have a fire-breathing Kender, to my credit. I was expecting more time to waggle this in your faces before you hit me.
I was expecting.
I have
some
a minute.
time.
I have a minute. I'm not wasting the spell gen cast on me, man.
I know. I
That's
knew it
fair.
too. The moment I was there, I was like, oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes.
I let
will
you have
say,
a little bit of a monologue before I immediately was like,
I appreciate that.
yeah.
And I'm not going to take that monologue off your time. I'm going to say it's a cutscene, so it's
Thank
like
you.
a speed run. It
Thank
doesn't count.
you. Okay,
See,
cool.
you're being
That's
nice. That's great.
That's nice. See,
What were you gonna say,
that's
Jen?
good.
Just that, like, my ADHD is actually hyperfixation on rules and stuff, and so, like, I'm still working on the spells with this, but that's partly because I also do mage, and so that rule set is in my head, right?
And there's a lot of stuff about the spells in 5e that really frustrate me, because they've tried to tool them so they're not breaking things. There was this one time in this I've talked about this before, where there was this massive fight in Shards of Nirn, and it was against a Sphinx that was doing flyby attacks, and the DMPC that I played in Shards of Nirn at that time was like, oh, I'm going to cage it in by doing a wall of fire above it so that it can't fly above and get out of our range. And then it was like, the chat was like, well, you can't do that. It has to be a horizontal surface. It has to be like you can't do it on a vertical surface. And I'm like, man, that sucks. That's why for our homebrew games, I introduced the offer, which is, for those who don't know, it's a coin that I leave on the table. And if the offer is up for the player side, that means this little doodad's face up, you guys can take the offer to get a cheat. And I flip the coin, and then I can cheat, and back and forth to cheat little things like, well, yeah, I'm gonna put it on a wall. Like, I don't care. Like, it's more cinematic. Like, I want this to be cooler.
Yeah.
But then there's a mechanic, so we equally cheat.
Fair, yeah. And that's part of me thinks that I would have, like, I love Dragonlance and I'm loving this game.
Mhm.
And I think that I would have a better time with 5e in general in like your homebrew or something.
I'm hoping to get you in a homebrew someday. I think that it'll be at least 6 to 9 months before I'll get you in a homebrew game, of course, given our schedules. But I think you're going to love catching a couple of episodes of the Arcos one, because I've been playing some Assassin's Creed Odyssey when I have free moments to get my vibe down. I'm like, about this, but nicer. Nice. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've told Christine, because Christine's helping me plot it out, about the first couple of sessions, and man, it starts hard. Although I'm really not sure if it's going to be Slumbering Isles or Slumbering Seas. It's going to be one of the two. Seas sounds better, but I think that's already a thing. I think that might have been why I said no. Any last things before we head back into game?
I'm basically in the same boat as Jen, right? You were like, come on, play 5e. And I'm like, well, I suppose.
But you're enjoying the game. It's just the system is different.
Oh, no, I don't even dislike the system. It's just that I discovered all the World of Darkness stuff after and during 3.5, and then kind of completely missed 4th edition, and
Everyone
didn't miss a much.
Fourth doesn't exist.
Slumbering Sea is just a paint. Like, it's not even seas. It's Slumbering Sea is by someone called Tom Roberts. It's a painting.
Okay, well, we'll figure that
It's
out.
art. Yeah.
I actually ran 4th ed for Chris.
That wasn't that bad.
It was a good game. It was just really frustrating because you couldn't attack. Like, you had to use powers. You couldn't just be like, I punch him.
It was a bold attempt at a different direction. That might not have panned out very well. I think that's a good way to politely say it.
It had 3 things that I really liked in it. It had
Bloodied,
which I still use. It had warlords, which are my favorite class.
They're in advanced level up.
I'm
The-
not gonna. I know I'm not gonna switch an entire thing, but I know. I'll just have to make a class for 5e for it. And then they had all of their boss monsters, all of their monster rules are actually way better than 5e's in many ways. And there's some great videos by Matt Colville on why he still uses 4th edition monsters and steals things from them, like aura effects. Because if you're like going up against a red dragon, why shouldn't he have a 20-foot aura of fire around him? He's an ancient red dragon. Like,
Nice. So that's
which I steal. Like last night, like the characters fought a bunch of like fire orcs, and they were like breathing lava and things like that, and riding dogs around that were leaving like fire trails. And it's like, yeah, there's no rules for that. Like, that's just homebrewed right now because it's awesome. And that's the way that's the way I run my games, at least, is if I look at it and be like, that would be awesome if I fought that and survived.
And I think the last thing I wanted to mention was that it's hard to find that middle ground between people that want D&D to be very mechanical and they want to win by measuring distances, and they're usually the same crowd as Warhammer players. I'm not even saying that in a negative sense at all, right?
It's a very similar
Versus
idea.
Yeah, the same like mindset, right? Like actually, like there's 2 centimeters away, so your Space Marine can't rush my, right? And it's all very they want it to be like a battle simulator, but then there's the role play kind of improv, and it's just like let's not look that up right now. Let's just say you can do fire this way, right? And then you're always going to have people that are on.
That's one of the reasons why like I like bringing up any rules things after the game.
And I think that's
like
great. I think that
goes.
if anybody has a table with someone who is particularly like rules competent or rules focused, like Chris, you're a reformed power gamer, as we always call you. We have this rule where if something like if Chris notes that a rule was wrong or I had a rules question and I just wing it in the moment, Chris writes it down and he checks it after game and is like, oh, hey, I looked that up. It's on page 222. This is what happens if you do this. He tells me after game. That way, for future reference, we know. And in the moment, we don't get held up by the rules. And I will fight to the death anybody who says that I should have used the Civec Draconians death throws because they're stupid. I'm just going to put that out there. And they're stupid.
And that's
Save
that's
it
the
for the
other thing, because,
how-to.
like, we don't know,
fair.
like, and I don't know what Kelly's changed intentionally to try and make it more cinematic. So it's like, okay, you know what? Hey, just bring this up after, and then like because it otherwise it just interrupts the flow.
And you can't do that with a streaming medium, because then like the number of times I've gotten tons of complaints when we had rules checks back in the day. Like we used to take more time doing rules checks and people would be like, yawn, clicked off at 52. Like, okay, thanks. You know, appreciate it.
Exactly. It's a lose-lose.
That's
right?
why I used to cut these things out of the YouTube cuts. I used to cut the chats out of the YouTube cuts, and then we had enough people from our community that were like, hey, leave them in, I want to watch them. So now we have like a very clearly segmented thing. We still get occasionally people who be like, you guys talk too much, get back to the game. And I'm like, well, there's a timestamp, dude. Like there's a time, and there's a button. You can just skip the chapter. Are you bad at YouTube? You're probably bad at YouTube. How can you be bad at it's YouTube? That's like
They're going to complain about this part now. You realize that.
That's okay. There's a great button called hide from channel where they can still comment, but only they can see the comment. It's the best thing ever. It's troll hell.
Troll jail.
Goblets and warlocks, wait until you try to include any type of pronoun use to support your friends in the LGBTQ community. Because that's all the comments we get on YouTube is, lost me at pronouns. I'm like, really? Your speech patterns must be really hard to ascertain without the use of pronouns, but okay. How are you doing a tabletop game without, you just say, attack knight, attack that. Wait, that's a pronoun, isn't it? And that,
Yep.
Damn.
In a way.
It's rough.
I mean, it's, yeah. Well, it's in the place of a noun. It's kind of a noun, but it's also not
Fair.
a noun.
Right.
It's a professional noun.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we don't half-ass our nouns here.
We don't have our nouns are all professional.
All nouns.
All nouns all the time. Dog, cat, hotel. Time to head back into game. Just verbs only. Yeah, tell us what your don't. I don't want to hear your pronouns. I want to hear your adjectives. My adjective was hungry, and then I ate a wrap, so I was pretty good.
My adjectives are chaotic
Always
and tired.
Fair.
Tired, definitely tired.
Tired and daddy.
My adjectives and my nouns are both elf.
All right, just be yourself.
Just be your elf.
Be your elf. Okay.
Ooh,
And on that
it.
note, I think it's time for us to head back in. Y'all ready for this? All right.
Ready
let's
is
head back in.
Yeah, subjective. Ready is subjective.
Ready is subjective. I'm sure you'll be fine. Let's head back in 5, 4, 3. Hello and welcome back to Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, here on Dork Tales. The knight that describes himself as Caradoc sits at the edge of the table, balancing a scroll on the tip of his finger. And then, before anything can happen, the Kender leaps on the table and breathes fire. Can I get an initiative roll? All right, so looking at the initiative right now, we've got... Okay, taking a look at this. I've got Riz with a 26. I've got Caradoc with a nat 20 that turns into a Draconian. No. There we go.
Oh no.
Into a 20.
That wouldn't surprise me.
24.
Scroll of Draconian.
Then I've got Hazeal. Then I've got Godfrey. Then I've got Aurontiros. Then I have, at the very bottom, Kelara. All right, first round, Riz, you're going to get a surprise off on everybody. Go ahead and make me a fire-breathing Kender attack roll, which means that I have to do a dex save, right?
Yeah, against whatever Jen's spell save, I'm guessing is.
Yeah, so 15.
15? Okay. So 15 is going to be... I only have a 13. Ooh, but someone just bought me a hurt them more. One sec. Ugh.
No! Tries.
Nope. 15. 15 it is. So go ahead, do me full damage.
Alright. That's gonna be 11 points of fire damage.
11 points of fire damage. All right. You are going to breathe fire out onto the knight at the edge of the table, and it is going to erupt, covering his flesh, burning him severely. And now we are in initiative. That was, you said 13?
11.
Perfect. Okay, sorry about that. I was just pulling up something I needed to have.
No.
Rizira, it is now your turn again, because everyone is just going, what the hell? Fire is going to erupt. The table is going to go as fire plumes out of the Kender's mouth. Some of the corpses are going to catch fire as their hair ignites. Paper on the table. The scroll in his hand will not, as he kind of shields himself. But he is going to take a decent amount of damage. It is your turn again, Rez. What do you do?
Okay.
You can't just breathe fire again.
I could, but I think the image is much better said that she breathes fire, and as the fire is still like hitting him, she's going to jump through the flames with her swords drawn and just sing shing with him.
All right, make me do attack rolls.
Cool.
Hazeal is so proud.
Thank you. I'm gonna toss this. I'm gonna expect that the answer is gonna be no. But what did my first attack potentially be an advantage because he doesn't see through the flames? The Kender?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Not
But
to the
you gotta
fire and the
try.
flames. No.
Yeah, it's fine. But you gotta
No.
try. You gotta try.
Yeah, no guitar hero here.
The first hit I think's gonna hit at a 23.
23 is gonna hit.
12. I'm gonna throw determination. Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit. Your determination has been spent.
Okay, I figured I don't know if you describe what he's wearing. I realized that as I was saying my
He
determination,
is wearing
but I'm guessing he's
Solamnic
armor.
armor. He is wearing
Okay,
the
yeah,
mail of the plate variety.
Yeah, I realized after I spent my determination, I was like, wait, he's probably wearing plate.
All right. So diving forward, your dagger, or pardon me, your first rapier slash is not going to hit, but your second is going to manage to catch him right in the side of the clavicle. Give me your sneak attack.
Yeah, actually, the first one hit, not the second one.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, it matters for the +4.
Fair. So, as you slash forward, then you'll stab into him, and you'll try to drive another one right into his eye, but he's going to pull his greatsword out of the governor's chest and block it with an offhanded parry.
Nice. Okay, so that's gonna be 16 points of piercing damage.
16 points of damage. Ooh, that is
And
beef.
then she's gonna, yeah, just kind of. Do I have any movement left for
Absolutely.
the table?
Yeah, you ran 10
Cool.
feet down the table, so you're like on top of the table. You have 20 feet of movement left. You could just run away at this point.
Yep, she's gonna run away because she's just like, okay, back to the group now. He has a big sword. Big
Blood
swords
is
kind
going
of
to be
make
blood
spike hinder.
is erupting out of the wound on his throat. He is going to tear the blade the rest of the way out of the mare. Oh, this is so much fun. Are we having fun now? He reaches over and with one of his hands, he pinches the governor's cheeks and goes, I'm not having too much fun. As he makes the mayor's jaw, or the governor's jaw, move up and down.
You're desecrating bodies. But that's not Rizira's voice. You're desecrating bodies.
And having fun doing it. And he is going to put a foot against the table and is going to kick it to the side and rush at the first person inside of the room. Godfrey, I think that's probably you.
Uh-oh. Bring it.
All right, so Godfrey, he is going to launch himself at you and is going to... Let's see. He's going to make 2 attacks with his greatsword. Okay. The first one is going to be deflected by your shield, and as he clinches up with you, he's going to say... I mean, of course, the knights aren't actually coming. I mean, you're the closest we have here, and that's not much. But...
I feel like this guy's a lore bard. Cutting words. It hurts.
Saying so did allow us to get through the gates and have some fun here. And he's going to spin around and slam his elbow into your chest, not doing you any damage, but is going to like push you back about an inch. He's fighting like a maniac. And as he does that, perfect. Hazeal, it is your turn now. He is engaged in combat right with Godfrey. You are right behind Godfrey in the doors to the room.
Excellent. I would like to, using heightened spell, cast blindness on this
Ooh,
asshole.
That sounds great. What's my save?
So it's 15, you have disadvantage.
Oh, I have disadvantage. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I fail.
Excellent. So you are blinded for up to 1 minute. At the end of each of your turns, you can make a Constitution saving throw, and then on a success, the spell ends.
Okay. So con save, and that's the end of my next turn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, at the end of each of your turns.
Okay, sounds fantastic. All right. Do you have any other actions you'd like to use? So your action blindness, his eyes are going to go milky as your blindness infects him. Oh, good. I don't have to look at your ugly faces.
I would like to move further into the room so that I can clear out of the doorway.
That sounds great. You absolutely can. Godfrey, it is your turn. If Hazeal is not doing anything with her bonus action. Perfect. All right, Godfrey.
Nothing else.
Okay, after he pushes me back a little bit, I'm gonna step forward and just... I don't even know what's wrong with this man, and just trying to hit him a couple more times.
Okay, you have advantage on both of these attacks because he's blinded.
Okay, sounds good. If I have advantage, I think the first thing I'm going to do then is I'm going to try and trip him. Use trip attack.
Sounds good.
Okay, so that'll be with advantage 21.
21 will hit.
Perfect. DC 15 strength save.
He fails.
All right, so he is now prone. And
Okay.
I deal him with that attack 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. That is beautiful. Describe how you damage him. So you sweep him off his feet and just stab him in the stomach or chest?
Yeah, I'm going to do kind of like a maneuver like what Ispin showed me back in the beginning when that
nice.
flashback scene where he like flipped me over and did that to me. I'm going to do that to him and stab him, and then I'm going to do it again.
All right, go ahead. He's on the ground. You'll have advantage and advantage. Super advantage.
Whoa. That'll be an 18.
That's going to be just barely a hit.
Sweet. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. All right. So where are you stabbing him? As
I'll probably, he's in full plate armor. I'll try and get him like up in behind like his one of his arms, like kind of in the gap there.
okay. Reversing, lowering your blade, catching your grip, and stabbing underneath his arm. You will punch back into his torso, and with a he will collapse onto the ground, completely going slack. Do you have anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, not if he looks dead or out. It's like, is that it? And that's it.
And as you say that, suddenly you are going to hear a different voice, shriller, higher pitched, and slightly accented with old Solamnia, will rise from the body as an incorporeal man with a pale complexion, even despite the fact that he's translucent. Slicked back, brownish blonde hair, and a broad, dimpled chin will rise up, very Gaston looking. Will rise from the body. Thanks for freeing me from that, well, weak sauce, I think they call it these days.
What manner?
Aurontiros. A ghost has risen from the body.
So it has. Huh. I'm at a loss for words for one time in my life.
All right.
Just going to try to fire his bow at it. See if it truly is a specter.
Okay. Go ahead, make me an attack roll.
Uh, 14.
That's gonna hit.
All right. Plus my dex. 10.
10. Your arrow is going to fire. It is going to sail through his form, tearing a bit of ectoplasm away as it does so. It hurts him, but not as much as you wish it did.
So even ghosts bleed.
Oh, this? Oh, this is a paper cut, buddy.
I'm not your buddy. And I think that's it until I can ascertain
What's going on?
what's going on here.
All right, Kelara, it is your turn then. What would you like to do?
I would like to cast Guiding Bolt.
Guiding bolt. All right, so you are more than 5 feet away from this at this point. So go ahead and do so.
That is 26 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit. Roll me damage.
Okay, that is 20 points of radiant damage.
Ooh, damn, good hit. Your
Nice.
your guiding bolt is going to fly through, slamming into the ghost, which is going to. Oh, now that hurt. Ow! You got me.
Next attack has advantage.
I'm glowing. I'm glowing. What do you know? All right, Kelara, anything else with your turn?
No. That was a action spell, so I can't do anything else at this point.
Perfect. All right, top of the initiative, Rizira, it is your turn.
Okay. The scroll that he was holding.
Yes, it is on the ground behind him.
Is Riz? He was flashing it and waving it about. I think Riz is gonna. It would be an action to go get the scroll, right?
It would be an object interact. It would be an action to open it and look at it.
Okay.
Are you going to do that?
And also, I think so. But I first want to ask, because for the time it took us to run down the hallway, how long into the minute since Hazeal cast?
You have 30 seconds
fire.
left.
I have 30 seconds left. Okay.
It's still a lot of rounds.
It's a lot of rounds. Yeah. Yeah, Riz is going to do that. Riz is going to go check out the scroll and
All right.
open it.
Dodging around the ghost, you are going to see that there was a scroll on the ground, slightly scorched parchment, sealed with black wax and a rose emblem, and I have sent you what it says as you unfurl it.
Let me check my phone.
You will quickly go unroll it, and burned into the pages with black ink are those words.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay.
Tenders aren't afraid.
Nope. Oh, I know.
But
Huh.
Robin might be.
Oh, Robin's reading this terrified. You might catch and be like, huh. Soth. I wonder if that guy has any relation to the guy on the card that I have. Huh. Weird. And then bonus action, hide. I would like to hide under the table.
Okay, make me a stealth check. All right, as that happens, Caradoc will rise up from the body, smile, and leap through Godfrey, moving directly
25
through
to
you.
hide, just to let
And
you
you're
know.
going to hide under the table, and then he's going to smile. And Hazeal, how far did you move out of the room?
I think they moved into the room.
I moved into the room.
Okay, so he's going to
Yeah.
move through Godfrey and smile at. Ooh, no, you're a caster. Godfrey, do me a favor, make me a charisma save.
Okay. Oh boy. I think this is the perfect time to use that inspiration from our dear old friend Aurontiros.
The
Good
Bardic.
call.
Okay.
Yep. Ooh. Well, I rolled a 1 on the inspiration die. And you said it was charisma save?
Charisma save.
Oh, so that will be 15. 18.
18. Do me a favor. I'm gonna spend a drama bomb. Reroll it
Oh no. With the
with the
do I
plus
still
one.
add the okay. Oh, that's even better. 22.
22. Okay, so that is not going to work then. So can I get...
Thank you, Aurontiros.
Aurontiros, can you make me a wisdom save?
What?
Caradoc is going to reach into Godfrey, and Godfrey's going to shake it off. He's no fun at all. And he's going to go, your friends hate you. They think you're a traitorous elf that's going to stab them in the back. You probably should live up to the hype. What'd you get on your wisdom saving throw?
Well, I rolled a 3.
Cool. Can you please make a melee attack against Godfrey? Actually, you know what? Make a melee attack against Hazeal. He would have you at... Oh, you know what? You know what? Let's have a melee attack against Kelara.
All right. I've got a longsword on me.
Emotional and physical damage.
Oh no. So much emotional damage. You're right. I must live up to the hype. I am the hype.
Is that a nat 20? Is that a nat 20?
Yeah. I
All right, please roll me
not gonna lie.
2d8.
So, what is a longsword? Is a
It's
D8?
2d8 plus your dex.
And this is when he's gonna roll like max damage instead of ones.
So I got an 8 and a 6,
Oh
Okay.
my god.
And what's your dex?
and then its dex is 4.
Okay, so that was an 8 and a 6. So 18 points of damage to Kelara. As you turn
That's the
around,
most
draw
I'll
your
ever do
blade,
with a sword.
and slash Kelara through the stomach. Basically anime slicing her. And then Caradoc is going to sink through the floor.
Does that... Oh, I guess... Never mind.
I don't think it provokes. I think because he just sinks through the floor, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, oh yeah, I attack him as he's under the ground as he leaves. That doesn't quite
He'd probably
work.
exit your area of opportunity
Exit stage.
as he stood.
No.
Exit
He
stage
hit the
down.
floor.
Exit stage.
All right.
down.
Well, that's
So-
a cheesy move there. Yeah, that's a.
Okay, so that is going to be that was Caradoc's turn. Hazeal, it's your turn. What do you do?
Can I do I know anything about incorporeal ghost-like creatures? Can I roll Arcana?
Sure, yeah, give it to me. If you have religion, that's better, but yeah.
It is a worse roll for me. And I'll spend my determination on that actually. So that'll be 14.
14. You know that ghosts exist. They can possess the living. They're usually bound to a location. So this is weird. This is real weird
Okay.
that he's out here. And they can suck the life right out of you.
Cool. Is Aurontiros still like attacking us? From looks of things?
He has not acted yet, so you don't... It's hard to tell. He looks kind of shocked at himself.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do this now, just because. Actually, how long does this last? Do I know how long this lasts? Hold on. Where is it? Where did I write it down? Oh, here it is. Oh, it's 1 minute. Okay, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to hold out my hand and just go, Aurontiros. And basically, however holding my action works in
Basically,
the system.
you declare a trigger for it, so you're like, I firebolt Aurontiros if he attacks us.
Cool. Yeah. I actually no. I know what I'm gonna do because I have to try. I don't know if it's gonna work, but
Okay.
I have to try. I'm gonna try Dispel Magic.
Okay. On Aurontiros, go ahead. So casting that, Aurontiros, it is going to hit you basically the same at the same moment that this desire to harm your friends fades. So, to the best of your knowledge, Hazeal might have just like cured you.
Oh, what? I don't even really use this sword. I'm sorry.
All right, Hazeal. Any other actions?
Actually, am I going to do that? I'm going to, as a bonus action, scrap one of my first level spells for another sorcery point.
Sounds good. All right, Godfrey, it's your turn. What do you do?
What is going on? And just kind of back up and get closer to Kelara and maybe just try and get between the two of them. If Kalara's okay with me using bait and switch.
Yeah, totally. I think she's just kind of clutching at the wound in her stomach now and kind of looking a little like shocked and pained.
Yeah, so I'll come up kind of behind and get between you and Aurontiros, and you will get 6 to your AC until my next turn there. And do I still have the Shield of Faith on me, by the way?
I wasn't sure if we were still keeping it because I figured we're getting close to the end of 10 minutes at the very least, so I hadn't rolled.
Roll for it. It's still on.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I had 30 seconds left on a minute spell, so
Natural 20.
Yes.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so that's
I'm going to hold my action and attack. If I see the ghost again, I'm going to try and attack it.
sounds good. Okay, Aurontiros, it's your turn.
So the ghost is just gone? What is beneath this room? Does it anyone know? Is he gone? Do we pursue?
All right.
And I don't know if I can make a
Make me a perception roll or an investigation roll. Your call.
perception.
Okay.
19.
Nice. Okay, so what you're going to notice is a couple of things. The first thing is going to be that there is a trail of blood leading to a small, shattered door at the rear of the room next to a bookshelf. Kind of obscured. You didn't think this room had another exit, but there was like a little side door at the back of the room. Looked like you thought it was maybe a servant's quarters or a closet. And you'll see that there is like a little trail of blood leading there. However, what you will also notice is there is an ever-increasing pool of blood at the body on the ground that Godfrey stabbed, that Caradoc was possessing. The young Black Knight is bleeding into the ground.
I'm going to, I guess I'll use my turn to relay the information to everyone else, but is unsure about what to do with it himself.
Sounds good.
But I guess if I can move, I'll check out that side door, because you said there was blood leading to or from it.
I did. There's a blood trail leading, it looks like, down to it. And as you stand at the edge there, you'll see that there's a hall beyond it, leading down to what looks like a staircase of some kind.
And they lead downwards.
Looks like, yes.
There's stairs here that lead down if we wish to pursue. That man that was possessed. I know not if it's similar to me, but...
Okay. All right, so that's going to be your turn there for 6 seconds. And Kelara. So Aurontiros rushes up, sees, hey, there's a stairwell down here. I don't know what's going on with...
Okay. And sorry, is the body that was being possessed in this room, or
It is on the ground right there. Godfrey skewered it as he knocked it to the ground, and the man is bleeding to death on the floor now.
okay? But potentially those actions weren't his, so I will spare the dying.
Okay. All right, spare the dying. Perfect. And what else are you doing with your turn?
Spare the dying is an action.
Okay.
Is anybody else in around hurt?
You and
The
Riz,
party?
but you have no idea where she went.
Okay.
I think Godfrey?
Godfrey's a little hurt.
Okay, I will just leave it at spare the dying.
All right, sounds good. Okay, top of the initiative then. Riz, what's up?
Since we're kind of just staying in the room, I think Riz is going to I don't know if this would counteract my hide action, but I was wondering if she could whip out her hoopak and steady aim as her current bonus action to hold an attack to make a hoopak attack, like throw if the ghost comes up. But would that counteract my? Actually, I'm taking bonus action to hide to aim so that it doesn't. It would can't. I'd still have advantage on the roll. So yeah, you're just gonna see from behind the table like a little tiny little like eyes pop out, and just a Kendo's ready, holding her action
Perfect.
to throw her hoopak if she sees the ghost come up.
Okay, and come up he does right into the middle of the table. On his turn, far enough away that Godfrey can't get a swing. Godfrey will turn around and probably ready his sword, but he's out of your reach. Godfrey, Rizira, make me an attack roll.
Sweet.
Perfect.
That is gonna be a 19 to hit.
That's gonna hit. Roll me damage.
Sweet. That's only unfortunately a d4 instead, but it's bludgeoning if that matters for the hoopak.
Sounds good. So how much damage?
I was still rolling it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I was just preempting while I was rolling it while I was talking. 10, 17, 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
21 points of... Holy crap, really? Okay,
Sneak
so
attack.
All right, so 17. Okay.
Yeah, a d4 turns into 21 points of damage.
Your sling bolt is going to fire through him, taking a big glob of ectoplasm. He's going to look at the hole in his stomach, thumb it, and go, what do you know, a hole in one. I like you. I think I'll keep you. Make me a charisma save.
Oh, no! Okay,
Wait.
I get...
No.
No. Okay, my dice have not been liking me. No, but that's a 7 plus 3 is a 10.
Determination.
Yeah, no, I have Bardic. I have my Bardic inspiration still haven't used. That's a 6. Okay, so 16. Determination. 19.
Okay, that will not work.
Yes.
All right, so instead, I'm going to up the drama a bit, and, let's see. You know, fun! You, on the other hand, are lots of fun. Godfrey, make me a wisdom save.
Oh no. All right, using determination on this.
Okay.
Wisdom with determination. 18?
18? Okay. Then you are going to be able to... No, she's going to betray. You know she doesn't love... No.
Shut up!
Oh, so close. Come on, you guys need to play nice. I'll start. Come on. Come at me. Hit me. I want you to hit me. That's going to be his turn.
We'll go through the floor.
Hazeal, it's your turn.
Oh, you want us to hit you? Okay. I'm gonna go touch Godfrey's sword and turn it into a magical weapon because you told me I could do that with sorcery points.
Yep.
What?
You're using that feature, huh? All right.
Yep.
Yep.
I snagged something called imbuing touch, which I don't know if that's actually what it is, but it was to remind me what I could do with it.
So it's
so I don't.
It's
This says
Unearth's
2
Arcana
sorcery points to
/
imbue.
Tasha's stuff. It's a sorcery point to
Yeah.
turn a magic item, which I allow because I
Yeah.
think that's dope.
Cool.
All right, Godfrey, you will now have a magic sword.
What? Oh my gosh.
Yep. Hit him.
It's not even elven magic.
No, it's dwarven magic.
The sword just starts glowing red.
I was just gonna
Thanks.
start doing that when Hazeal said red.
And I don't have any other, because I think that's an action, so I don't have anything else. And I don't really want to get too close to this guy, so I think I'm just gonna hang out here by Godfrey.
All right. Sounds good to me. Godfrey, it's your turn.
Okay, this magic sword, is it now considered magic, or was that like a +1, or?
It just counts as magic for bypassing.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna rush up to that guy and it's like, you need to shut up! And to attack it
All right, go ahead.
with my magic sword.
Magic sword.
24.
24 is going to hit. Roll me damage.
That will be 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Magic
Good.
damage. Thanks.
Good job. All
All
right.
right.
Flying, and you're going to hack a piece of his ectoplasmic form away, splattering it on the table where it will and evaporate.
Awesome. Again. Oh, so close. 26.
26 is a
Almost
hit.
not 20. So that'll be 11 points of damage.
Okay.
It's like, Rizira, do that again! And would you like to make an attack, Rizira?
I would love to make an attack.
I am going to spend a hurt them more real quick.
Oh no.
Okay.
Rizira, can
Yeah.
you do me a favor and make me that charisma roll again?
Oh no. Before or after I hit?
Before.
Because right now that I rolled a 20, just so you know, because I rolled that for the hit. So
No, roll it-
whoever
no,
goes
no,
to.
roll it now.
Oh, charisma, you said?
Charisma save.
That's a 12.
Fantastic. All right, please apply your sneak attack to Godfrey.
Okay. I'm sorry, Godfrey.
So you are going to slash his Riz, do it again! Gladly! And he will kind of like flip back, like Ghost in the Shell flip, into Riz.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry, Godfrey. 10, 14, 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, did you hit me?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
With a 20 something.
awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Darn. All right. 18, you said?
18.
Oof. That hurts. It's 15.
Okay. All right, so Riz is going to
Rizira,
step
what
up. and stab you. Aurontiros, from the hallway that you're looking in, you can see this right behind you as Riz stabs a rapier through Godfrey's hip. What do you do?
We saw the ghost backflip into Rizira.
Yeah.
And hit Godfrey in the back.
Yep. Stab him right in the hip.
Oh, it was a stab.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to rely on elven magic for this. Can I... If I do anything to... I can't attack Rizira. I guess I could try to, like, command him to leave Rizira's body?
You can try.
Yeah. I'm not a priest, but
You're not a priest. You can't be like, demons out.
I can try, I guess.
You can try.
Command is a level 1.
What do you say as you use command?
Coward, take on someone your own size.
Robin, do me a favor. As you say that, Rizira's head is going to go and like snap to the side painfully, and is going to give you this big pout, and she's gonna say,
But I'm so small.
Godfrey, Hazeal, what? Kelara, what do we do? And he's just going to back up away from Rizira and give bardic
You
inspiration.
want me to come for you, Daddy?
Help! Godfrey, get her!
the awoo did it for me. Okay, Aurontiros, anything else you're doing?
That was me giving inspiration to Godfrey.
Okay, Kelara, it's your turn. What are we doing?
I don't know. What do I have prepared that could work for this? I don't know if I have anything that'll work.
I don't know either.
This is really hard. I don't
Can we
usually use
grab
these spells.
How hard is Rizira to grab?
I'm slippery.
She's slippery and stabby.
Yee.
Okay, well, I guess the most I can do is hold person.
Okay.
So at least she maybe can't be stabby. So it's a wisdom saving throw.
It is indeed. Casting hold person, you are going to reach out and what do you say? Something like, "Oh, by the power of Mishakal, I hold you," or something like that?
I think maybe just trying to be firm and just hold type thing.
The power of Mishakal compels you.
Fling the little small straight piece of iron at it.
Okay, Rizira.
Oh, hold me. I'm so scared.
Rizira, I'm going to spend a hurt them more to gain access to your sneak attack,
Okay.
which I normally would not be able to use, but I have hurt them more. Please, it is your turn now, which means it's my turn now.
I would like to ask if I can drop concentration on Dragon's Breath.
Oh, yes, you may. Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Oh, I forgot. You know what? He doesn't know what the deal with that is. So, Riz, you're going to feel like fingers combing through your brain as you're watching this impassively. Oh, so that's where the liver is. Can you do me a favor and you make 2 attacks against Godfrey?
Okay. Oh,
The blender versus the ass.
yeah, 25 for the first one,
Oof.
and a 24 for the second.
Oh, you're lucky.
Now my dice are rolling well. They're rolling well when Kelly's in control.
All right, please do me a favor. That's going to be sneak attack
no.
on the first one and regular on the second one.
Oh, Godfrey, don't worry, I'm kind of
Hold your blade, Rizira.
Oh, are you
And I'm
gonna
going to use silvery barbs.
on which one? The first one or the second one?
First one.
Okay, so re-roll the first one.
And does an 18 hit you?
No.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay. So that'll be the first one with sneak attack, though.
Yep.
So who gets the advantage then?
Godfrey.
Okay.
Kelara, actually.
Okay.
Silvery wisps are gonna go towards her. He seemed surprised when she lit him up.
Alright, Godfrey, don't worry. I'll kill you real quick and then I'll swallow your soul for 18 points of piercing damage.
Oof. All right.
Beautiful.
From the
Well,
non-sneak
sneak
attack attack?
She gets to apply the sneak attack to whatever goes through.
Yeah.
So she chooses after it hits.
Oh,
Yeah.
because like they're simultaneous.
Yep.
All right. So
That didn't hurt. You're a big, strong knight. It shouldn't have hurt you that much.
So Rizira missed me with an attack
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
of
because of silvery barbs.
silvery barbs. So
Yeah.
I'm going to use my reaction to riposte. Is that
Okay.
how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And sorry, Rizira, and just try and like bash her in the head with the pommel of the magic
Non-lethally?
sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, bro.
All
Thanks.
the lethal. 21.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kelly, do you have access to everything on my sheet?
No.
Nope.
So that will be
Really
17.
My age. 17. Ouch. It really cleans my clock.
just go down.
Oh, you want me to go down? I thought you want Kelara to do that.
Godfrey, do me a favor. Make me a
Even
wisdom
after-
save not to be stunned.
I was gonna say, Kelly, you didn't even have to write that one for you.
I was
for me.
literally about to type it.
Wow. Okay. Sorry. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Nat 20.
Nat 20?
22. Can I fail that?
Sure. You totally can.
Awesome.
You totally can. I'm gonna spend to hurt them
Yeah.
more. Riz, make make a reaction attack.
Okay.
Nat 20.
No, a 13 plus 7 is gonna be a dirty 20.
Will the dirty 20 hit you, or is
I
it 21?
still
right
have 21 thanks to Shield of Faith. Thank you.
now? Okay. So as you go, whoa, Riz is going to
Wait,
lash out
what?
and like poke you right, basically in the belt buckle, like
Yeah.
right next to the seam in your
I'm
chain.
just trying to get a little easier access for her.
Ah!
Circumcised? I can help with that.
Okay, Godfrey, it is actually, pardon me, it's Hazel's turn at this point. Hazel, you just acted a second ago, right? Or no?
No, I just dropped concentration.
That's right. So
Yeah.
Kara,
Which I can
so
do
that's
as
right.
not
That's
an
right.
action.
So Karadoc attacked and then riposte and then hit back and now Hazel.
Great. Marissa's voice annoys me sometimes, but you're really annoying. Silence.
Okay, what's the save for that?
Um,
And
Also, do I get to make Yeah.
Robin, you make the save
Cool.
because it's the body that's being silenced.
Also, do I get to make a save because I took damage at all, or no?
Nope.
Okay. I'm just possessed.
there is no save.
Oh, there is no save. It
just
just
sound-
silences.
No sound can be created within or pass through a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range.
Okay.
Any creature or object entirely inside the sphere is immune to thunder damage, and creatures are deafened while entirely inside it.
What is the point you are choosing?
I am choosing it centered on Riz,
Okay.
so that at least there's a distance that you have to go.
Sounds good. All right. That means, so centered on Riz, that means that from where Riz is at the moment, Aurontiros, you are inside the bubble of silence. Godfrey, it is your turn now. What would you like to do? Okay. He just, for the podcast listeners, he just mined, I'm going to bash her.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Ooh, 14
I think he might do it.
and 21.
That
21's
21
gonna
will
be-
hit.
21 will hit. I mean,
Um,
I can't do sign, but you get the idea.
Again, trying to bash with
Okay.
not for non-lethal, and
Okay.
that will be 11.
Oh boy. Because I can't uncanny dodge any of this, right? Because he doesn't
Nope,
access
he
my
doesn't
stuff.
have your abilities unless I'm spending points for them. Ooh, Sylvester Slade's just
Yep.
hurt them more though. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. Just take the
I'm
take
going
the
to use second win as my bonus action and get 11 hit points back.
Okay, sounds
And
good.
that's it.
Are you making a second attack? Because you get 2 around.
Oh, I missed the first one.
Oh, did you attack twice? Okay, sounds good. All right, so taking second wind, you'll gain some hit points back. Aurontiros, it is your turn. What do you do?
Oh. Going to continue backing away from that whole mess towards Hazeal and Kelara, and just ask them, like, what do you think we should do?
So you're running around the other side of the table toward your friends?
Yeah.
A sound will suddenly burst into your ears again as you leave the radius of the spell.
Oh, right. You're completely deafened in it as well. Like
Yep.
sound doesn't
It
pass
just sound
through
does
that?
not exist.
Oh, that's
inside the 20
interesting.
radius, yeah.
So it's going to be like you're going to hear a ringing in your ears, and then you're going to come the other side.
Yeah. So I guess just wait until he can hear their answer.
Okay, so you'll rush around the other side. So you're running all the way down to them using your full movement.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will come out of the sphere with the last 5 feet of your movement.
Are we allowed to answer if he talks to us outside the outside the
totally.
sphere sounds? So yeah, you're asking what we should do. I think we need to drop her as best we can, just without killing her. He was released from the other body.
You think it's... I already spoke, right? So
Yep. All right, so
Yeah.
Kelara, you're up.
All right. Guiding bolt at a 3rd level.
You cannot do non-lethal damage with a spell.
I know. I'm also a healer.
Okay.
3rd level.
I can kill her and bring her back.
Not if you max damage
Cleric
me.
of Mishakal.
I don't think she can necessarily roll your entire.
Well, it's lower from the necrotic
I don't know
damage.
how. I thought you just
Do it.
fall down.
Do it, Kelara. Oh, that's great. Do it.
That will be 23 to hit.
Yep.
Yup.
Okay.
Twenty-three points of radiant damage.
Okay, Riz, are you still on your feet?
No, I had 10.
Okay. So, you know what? I'm going to be a nice DM, and I'm going to say that the rest of the damage transfers to the ghost inside after the body hits 0.
Nice.
But the
I didn't know if
glowing
third
effect...
level would. Yeah, I didn't know if 3rd level would get it
Okay.
to to 53 points, because that's all Kelara would have needed to do to outright
Kelara,
murder Riz.
Raising your staff high, you are going to summon a bolt of energy that is going to hit Riz directly in the chest, sending her ass over tea kettle onto the ground, where she hits the ground and rolls silently. This is mortifying to watch. You knew what you were doing when you did it, but in the silence of her fall, she looks like a rag doll and sounds like death. Nothing, as she limply spins across the floor. All right, top of the initiative, Riz. Unless Kelara, do you have a bonus action you'd like to use?
No, because I cast a normal action spell.
Okay. Caradoc rises from the body. Riz, make me a death... Actually, I'll make your death save for you, but please tell me what you're thinking about as you're lying injured on the ground.
I think Riz is thinking about... I think she's thinking about when her dad first took her to a big city, and it was such a wall of sound and people and wonder and smells and sights and sounds. So I think she's thinking about how she wants to live for more sounds and smells and sights, and she's not quite done yet.
You remember in that side of that vision, your father standing next to you and being like, "See, Rizira, so many sights and sounds, so much to do and see here. Oh, look! Steel coins! Huh! I didn't realize we had this many on us. We should buy some candy. What do you say? Hey! Get back here! Those are my coins!" You'll hear from a nearby stall.
Let's go.
And that is going to be your save. Caradoc is going to rise from the body, is going to go... is going to try to make a sassy remark, be inside of silence, is going to give Hazeal the finger, and is going to attack. He's going to launch himself at Godfrey. All right, spending a hurt them more. Okay. Okay, Godfrey, what is your AC presently?
21.
Okay, I'm gonna spend another hurt them more. God damn, that's cocked. Hold on. There we go. Ooh, God, that was like 2 hurt them mores to even touch you.
Thank you,
right.
Kelara.
Perfect. Take 15 points of necrotic damage as he slaps you across the face. And...
Okay.
Oh, does this work if... It still works, technically, because it teleports the sound. Okay. He is going to look at Hazeal. That was very nice. You'll hear a whisper in your ear. Bring those kneecaps for me, please. Make me a wisdom save.
17.
Oh, god damn it. So close. Okay. And he's gonna just pout at you. He's gonna do this like, face, and is gonna smack Godfrey across the face again if he can. Hurt them more. No. He's going to, you're gonna raise the shield, and it's going to buff it off the side of the shield. Hazeal, it is your turn.
Use my reaction.
Oh, okay.
And because just missed me with the melee attack.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to mumble or say something to it that
Which
doesn't come
silent,
through.
Yeah.
Yep. And then 21.
That'll hit. Roll me damage.
16 magic because of Hazeal.
Beautiful. Your blade is going to slice through his stomach. And Hazeal, it is your turn again on the other side of the silent spear.
Great. I am going to cast Sacred Flame.
No, I don't like that. What's my
I don't
DC
like
on
this dude. So 15 is the save.
It is a dex save.
Yes.
He saves. Just barely.
Damn. All right.
Unless
well,
someone silvery
then,
barbs me. 3, 2. Nope.
You can silvery barbs a save?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
basically like
Yeah.
any roll,
Okay.
pretty
God
much.
damn it. Okay. Who do you give advantage to?
I think Kelara still has hers.
Kelara still has her advantage, yeah.
Or does it disappear when it's my turn?
It lasts
again?
for 1 minute.
Oh, sweet. So yeah, Kelara still has it. Rizira is free.
Unconscious.
You could give me
Can't really
advantage for my
inspire
death save, though.
That's true.
Oh, that is true. That technically that would work. I'm pretty sure. I'll have to double check.
Rise, Kelara.
You mean
Or sorry,
Rizira?
rise, Rizira. But forgive me, Kelara. And that's my silvery bards.
Next roll, ability check or saving throw. Yep.
Awesome.
So, what's going to happen is he is going to dodge out of the way of your sacred flame,
Yeah.
and then is going to, and then suddenly there's going to be a flash of silvery light, and he's going to pivot out of that right back into the silvery flame, or into the sacred flame, because it dropped me by 1 into a 14. All right, go ahead. Roll me your damage on that.
Ha. Oh yeah. That's 11.
He's still barely holding on. He's flickering. Parts of his form are barely barely lucent at all. He's like barely holding on. Godfrey, it is your turn after Hazeal, unless Hazeal has another action.
I do not.
Okay, Godfrey, it's your turn.
All right, going to smack it again.
Okay, him. Ooh, smack
It.
him again.
Him again. It.
It's not just a ghost. This is a ghost with a
so-
name.
Oh. So that's a 9 and then a nat 1.
You still have the bardic inspiration? Or do you want to?
Yeah, you still have the bardic inspiration, I believe, don't you?
9, 10, 13.
13 is going to be a miss, unfortunately.
Determination?
She
I
doesn't
don't
have
think
it.
I have any. No.
Only you and Kelara
Then
have
a
it right
nat
now.
1.
Okay, nat 1. He is going to take this opportunity to attack you.
Fair.
And that's not going to be anything. He's going to like smack out at you, and it's just not going to work. Okay, so you're going to flail at him twice. Aurontiros, outside of the bubble, it is your turn. What do you do?
Oh, can't shatter where sound doesn't exist.
You cannot.
But I can use vicious mock.
Can I ask a quick
Can you-
question?
Hazeal, yes.
If he asks, like, I don't know if he will or not, and so I don't want to metagame this, but I just want to know for my own personal thing. If he asked me to, I would be able to drop concentration on the silence, correct? Especially
Yes.
since I know that it didn't work for the whispers thing, which is what I was hoping it would work for.
Yeah, I'm going to say that you can drop it as like a free action anytime.
Cool. Just wanted to check on that. So I don't know if Aurontiros would even think to ask, but I just...
He was inside, and he knows how shatter works, and it worked on the skeletons.
And you also have silence. So you know how silence works. So
Yeah.
you know that I could probably drop
And
it
I just
if you
double checked the
asked.
rules. You can end it at any time, no action required.
It doesn't have to.
Doesn't have to be on your turn. Doesn't have to cost a reaction. You can just literally go.
Oh.
You blink and
Just
it
stop
stops.
thinking on it. Yeah.
Allow our guest to hear. Hazeal, I have some words he might enjoy.
Doubt it, but okay.
Sure thing. I'll drop silence.
All right. What's my save on this?
All right. You know what? This is going to This is going to 3rd level.
All right. What do you say?
So, 10-foot radius, Constitution saving throw. And my save is 15.
Okay.
So you described Riz as being full on your cross.
Yes.
Am I in his shatter radius?
I would aim a little too on his side away from Rez.
So into the center of the table. Okay. He succeeds.
He succeeds. Oh,
He does.
okay.
Unless you want to spend another silvery barbs.
I can spend silvery.
Reaction spells do not occur inside of your turn. So they are the one thing that bypasses the spell and cantrip rule.
Oh, so I can use my reaction.
To his making the saving throw. But it costs you a spell slot.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay. And that is going to be, what's his DC?
15.
No, it's a fail. Yeah, he got a 12. That's below, I know it. He had a 20.
All right.
Who gets your advantage as the silvery barb strikes out?
Okay, so right now Riz has an advantage.
Okay.
Kelara has an advantage.
Hazeal and Godfrey do not.
Hazeal will get the advantage.
Okay. All right, so give me shatter.
All right. Oh, I cast it as a 3rd level, which gains it a D8. So it's 48. All right. Just gathering some D8s. Five, 8, 7, and 7. So 14, 22, and 5, 28.
28. How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Does it just explode the table?
Putting everything he has into it, Aurontiros says, "Hey, loudmouth,
Oh, my beautiful voice.
that's the last time you'll ever hear it." And a booming, thunderous shock splits open the ceiling and the floor where he stands and splits the table as well as he just dissolves into nothingness.
He explodes, his ectoplasm coating the walls for a moment. His mouth slaps onto the ceiling as if it were just peeled off of his face like a cartoon character, and will go, "I'll be back," and dissolves into nothingness. And with that, the combat is over. Rizira, you are lying on the floor. Can you please, actually, Kelara, what are you doing?
Mass healing word.
Okay, is that immediate?
It's instantaneous. It's a bonus action, and I'm hitting everybody here.
Okay. All right, do it.
So that is 9 plus 14 points to everybody.
Quick question. Are you also hitting the knight on the floor? The one who you stabilized? That would be a 6th person.
Yes,
Beside yourself.
sure.
Okay.
I can do that.
I wasn't hurt,
So,
Same.
so
Okay, well, there's enough of us hurt that it makes more sense to spend 1 spell versus like
Okay.
4 cure wounds.
No,
Which I
absolutely.
can't
just,
do.
if you were short on
That's only the
people
number of people in
spaces.
the space, so.
so Godfrey, you're going to be coated in ectoplasm for a minute before it starts to dissolve off you. It's cold and oily and very unpleasant.
Riz, are you okay?
Oh,
Where am
I know everyone else has hit me with pommels. Oh, Kelara, that can sting there. Oh,
Aurontiros goes to Rizira's aid and tries to help her up.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
that's okay. I guess he wasn't in control. I was present. I could see what he was doing with my body, but I wasn't wanting to do that. So I'm really sorry for hurting all you guys so bad. Godfrey mainly, I'm sorry.
The night
I'm sorry. Oh my...
you live.
My God, what is happening here? He looks at all of the corpses, many of which have been thrown around the room like rag dolls by the shatter spell.
Kalara's gonna kind of finally twig to what she's seeing, which I think she saw before, but was too caught up with adrenaline to really react to. And I think
Really
she's gonna
too
go
late.
find a corner and start throwing up.
Okay.
Aurontiros will hold her hair. He has long hair, so he knows.
You there. I recognize your sword make, your Solamnic. Are you a squire?
Yes.
My name's Durston Rial. I'm a knight of Solamnia. Is this Kalaman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, gods, how many days have I lost? I was ambushed while I was heading by the Dargard Mountains. Everything's hazy after that.
You don't
Do
remember
you-
doing this?
Were you with a...
What?
Rizira's going to look on the ground for the scroll again. She's gonna be like, "Do you know? Were you were holding this? No. Do you know a Lord Soth?"
Everybody here can make me a history roll, please.
Ooh. I'm not great at those, but let's try.
Riz rolled a natural 20, so 21.
Oh, wait,
for
It's
Riz.
you say after saying it out loud, you're like, oh, that lord's
Well, that Lord Soth.
19?
18. Okay,
That's
19.
not right.
19. Okay.
Oh,
5.
that is right. Oh,
7.
I'm better at.
I'm
let's
very
just set it up.
distracted by throwing up.
15.
15. Okay. So here's what you're going to know. Everyone who succeeded got a 14 on history is immediately going to twig to the name Lord Soth. Lord Soth was a knight of Solamnia of the Order of the Rose. He ruled the province of Nightland when it was known as Nightland with a K instead of just a knight. The gods gave him the opportunity to redeem himself and prevent the cataclysm. But he didn't complete his quest, and the cataclysm occurred. Soth's fate and failure contributed to the widespread distrust of the Knights of Solamnia. The reason that most people don't like them is because they know that one of them caused the cataclysm. Soth's fate is a mystery, but his home, Dargard Keep, is known to be a cursed, haunted ruin. Those of you who got higher than an 18 or higher on the roll, will also recall that Caradoc was the name of an obscure Knight of the Rose who died during the cataclysm and had been somehow connected to Lord Soth. Riz, you got a nat 20?
Yeah.
Now that you think about it, Caradoc was the name of his seneschal. Basically his master of numbers, master of order, kind of his organizer.
Yeah. Oh, what? Oh, I remember. And then she's gonna pick out her deck of cards that she found, and she's gonna flip through the one to the crossed out knight that says something like Lord Sought. And she's like, "Yeah, he's that guy. I remember him now."
I must go. I have to get back to Maergard. To
I mean,
Melgoth.
you should rest. You need to. You should hold on. You're quite injured.
I will rest on my way. Thank you very much.
What are we supposed to do? The entire town council and leadership is dead.
And as you say that, there is motion out of the corner of your eye. At the back edge of the council room, near you kind of threw up against one of the walls. Right next to you, the musician, Lidara, steps forward from the corner of the chamber. The blue-skinned elf, though you'd sworn that corner was empty a moment ago. A look of urgency tightens the features of her face. "You must hurry on," the elf says, pointing to the shattered door across from her. "There is a secret beneath this castle, one the old lord can't be allowed to possess."
Can we get like 10 minutes?
An explanation? Something?
Yeah. I was dead like
What?
2 seconds ago.
"It might
so I
already
would,
be
like-
too late. Look, you must hurry." She points to the door where you can see there's blood dribbling in that is beginning to look stale. "There's not time."
Explain as we run? Something,
Oh.
please.
All right.
And what business is it of yours?
Come with us?
"I'm sorry, what is going on here?" the knight says at the back of the room.
We're trying to figure that out ourselves.
And as you turn your eyes back to the blue-skinned woman, she's gone.
Typical mysterious creatures.
Those elves.
The door
Okay.
leads below.
I guess we need to go.
Do we have any sort of healing? I'm quite injured. Before we go down.
If time is of the essence and we could get information from this revived knight. You're a knight of Solamnia. Help us finish our business here, and then you will be on your way.
You do not control me, elf.
I do not.
Don't you have sense of honor though?
May not have
To
been your
protect
choice,
us.
but you killed all these people.
One of you may make me a persuasion roll.
Pretty good at it.
Could I
I was gonna
provide
suggest.
advantage by quoting something from the Oath and Measure about owing up to
Unfortunately, you're already rolling with disadvantage, so it can't push it into advantage. You can make it roll flat with the roleplay, though.
Should I? Guys?
Go for it.
Yeah.
All we want is answers, and to uncover this mystery. 'Tis but a few minutes of your time. And then perhaps we could even help you upon your quest.
Okay, give it to me.
19 plus my 9. 28.
I'm not certain what good I will do.
We're about the same for how well we're doing, so if you have 2 of me at least.
But you're right. If it was my sword that did this damage, my honor must be slaked. My name is...
When Kelara was saying that, she walks across and touches Riz and does 20 points of hit points.
I'm Sir Durston.
All right, don't rely on me for anything else, though, because I'm almost out of spell slots. So
No, I know, but I was at 14-0 hit. I would stiff breeze would have taken Riz out at this point if we're not short resting. So,
Sir,
And you have Sir Durston's sword at your side. I will walk
Thank
with
you, sir.
to the realm below.
Thank you.
Shall we? While there's still time.
Let's go.
Right.
let's move.
Beyond the broken door, is a narrow chamber that was once used by servants. And still is in places. Several small doors lead off to other realms of the castle. But at the far end of the passage shines a faint violet light. As you approach, you find a doorframe sculpted with somber knights in an alcove along this corridor. The doorframe was once sealed, but shattered bricks now lie scattered across the floor. Beyond the opening, a steep flight of stairs descends below ground. Violet light and the sounds of crackling flames emanate from below. Do you go?
Yes.
Yes.
Then you will descend into the catacombs beneath Castle Kalaman. Next episode. And that's going to be where we're going to call it for tonight.
Ooh-wee.
Do you guys have some fun with Ghost
Draconians
Possession?
and ghosts and
Ghosts.
what the hell is going on here?
The only
Good
20 I
go.
got was to
What-
to attack Kelara, so I have.
That was
And then I
so
rolled like a
frustrating.
6 and an 8.
The only thing that would like affect him was something that would do turn, and I didn't have that anymore because there's only one thing that does that.
Yep. This is the problem,
Oh,
right?
the
Multi-stage.
Divine-
Nothing does that. That's not fair.
Well. All right, so folks, that is going to be it from us tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Players, I hope you had some fun in spite of
Oh, yeah.
that.
Oh,
being
absolutely.
Ghosts are frustrating.
Cool. I'm just nervous that in fact now we're going into the catacombs and it's like, haha.
This is like the
Oh, the-
catacombs are, and like being able to play Caradoc as the dick he is. One of my favorite things of this. I'm like, oh, I love him. I love him so much.
That was great. That was
Yep.
the two of you together. Like
Yeah,
when,
Robin, kudos.
people
Robin,
missed
taking
Robin.
inspiration for next game, for being a good sport about that,
Yes!
and for
Nice.
role playing that to the just the tip.
It was so
Yay!
frustrating because there was one thing I could have done if it was an ongoing save.
Yeah,
What's
it's
that?
not. It gets
Protection from
is
evil and-
brutal, and I love it.
Because
For
I
that.
could have specifically
Doesn't-
selected undead, and it would have given you advantage on the next save.
doesn't it also
Oh.
allow a save? If
If it's on before they hit it,
Yeah.
but once you're already possessed, it gives you advantage on your next save
Mm.
to unpossess yourself.
Yeah, except the possession doesn't have unpossession rolls. It's only if you hit 0. So it's rough.
Yeah, that's rough.
I guess other types of possession must though, because it's
They're
written
probably, yeah.
into
Yeah.
the spell.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So what
there-
happened with
Like-
Cal was the whisper that's
whisper,
what
yeah.
That's
he
the
did.
suggestion.
So that
Yeah.
yeah.
which was awesome. The way
That-
I did really enjoy how that played out.
I'm sorry I hit you so much, Godfrey.
I'm sorry I hit you so much.
The
I'm
spell,
sorry I
good or
critted
evil,
Kelara.
would also have evicted him if that spell was prepared. But
Spell?
nobody ever prepares that.
Dispel good and
Dispel good and evil.
dispel good and evil. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, right. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode and that y'all had a wonderful time with us. It is, as always, a pleasure to run Dragonlance for you, and I can't wait until next week, where we descend into the raided catacombs beneath Kalaman. But that's going to be next time. We will see you there. A quick shout out to our sponsor for the night, Bookwyrm Games. Quick reminder, go to bookwyrmgames.com, use code DorkTales2023 in order to save 10% off your order. If you order $100 or more Canadian, your shipping is free, which is like next to nothing in American dollars if you're coming out of the States. Besides that, a big thank you to everybody who's watching tonight, but an extra special thank you to all of our patrons at patreon.com/dorktales. A big thank you to Soul Omen, our world building producer, who is working on some stuff for the Shards of Nirn. Thank you to Jan and Bob, my parents, I guess, who are our divine producers. To Precarious, our demonic producer. Thanks so much, Funkle Marty. To Tammy, the Forever Cleric, the Wizard of the Patreon. Thank you so much for all of your support. Stay magical. And to our High Council of the Patreon, I have to say personal thank yous to Taryn. Happy birthday, Taryn. It was last week, I know. The Traveler, Buddy, Trizelta, Amberthist, Cubby Gummy, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Drew Thompson, Sergio, Chef Aladeth, Larouk, Sorcerer Sanguine, and Mike Baxter. Thank you so much for all of your support. You are all incredibly loved, and we could not do this without you. So thank you so much for being here for us. And I hope you enjoy what we do here. We all good? All right.
On.
Good night, everybody.
Right on.
Mwah. Have a great one.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Night.